Yeah, we're live. Cool. We're live, Fabs.
We
Cool.
good?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, welcome back, guys. IBGAMES top 82, best of three. We have WJ versus Ente over here for our first set. I mean, as you guys can see already, a lot of it has already gone past. Yeah, and WJ's really. I mean, both players actually kind of neck and neck, but Ente's the one off stage right now. Oh no, got hit way too far with that pyro back air to make it back. Goodness me.
And I don't know if the stream could see this, but I was watching anyway. But Ouija or YG, I'm gonna say Ouija, but Ouija was actually losing that whole game.
Yeah.
They were being pressured, at the side and on the stage by Min with the arms being so polarizing. But I don't know, they just found a way and they were able to actually take that kind of sneak that first game. So yeah, a little bit of a whirlwind of a start. But rest assured, we're back. We're here to bring you the rest of this top 32. So no issues at all.
Yeah, no issues at all right now. Everything should be smooth sailing from here on out. But yeah, welcome back, guys. Like I said, EBGAMES top 32. You were I mean, I also noticed that as well. I remember when we just started, I had to hold my tongue just a little bit because it looked. Oh wait, look, it's you. Okay, we had to. I did see like Wager having like his percent was like very high, very high, indeed. And I had to pause for a second there because I was like, yeah, no, Entei looking like he's struggling. So Wedgie looking like he's struggling a little bit. But then he would just start laying down the beat down on Entei. Yeah, and I was like, wait, hold on. And then yeah, that back air just helping him. Yeah, it's a problem a lot with like these tether recoveries, right? You know, they're very versatile when you're more close to the stage, but as soon as you're a little bit farther away, it becomes a lot more of a struggle. Especially if you have like someone trying to block the ledge as well. It can
Yeah,
cause
I was
some
gonna
very
say
weird interactions.
that's a good point. Like blocking the ledge is really important. Obviously, with the tether coming out, if you just put like a constant hitbox at that corner, you can block them. So that is like kind of the one saving grace. Because as I was saying to you before, people like to say that this matchup actually might actually be Minmin's favor or like very good for Minmin either way, just because they're able to kind of exploit that recovery that Pyramorpha have. Not exactly the best one in the business. So Minmin doing a really good job of kind of being able to kind of manage it.
But I cannot lie, with how bad Paramithra's disadvantage is here, going for those raw side Bs, definitely not the one, definitely not something I'd recommend as a playing Paramithra, very risky indeed, and I feel like that side, yeah, look at that. How are you meant to get back from that? That is absolutely brutal.
I'm not sure what you do in that situation, just being pushed out further and further out to sea, and there's no way to swim back for Ouija just getting, left out for a shipwreck. But okay, gets the neutral beat from Pyro, and that's going to be really strong at catching those rolls. You have to watch out of the habits on how you actually get back to center stage. Can't claim it too desperately. You'll be getting punished for it.
Definitely. But WJ just on the low key, yeah, beautiful spot dodge into the F smash there. Love to see that on WJ. I love the slight awareness he has. He's definitely being a lot more cautious. It feels now on the ledge now. Having it is every single time you're at ledge as Paramithra in this matchup. It's either you lose that interaction, you're good as you're done for, to be honest. But regardless, there we go. The 3 up airs in a row. Can we see a 4th? No. Oh my god, that down air having the range of a massive neutral air. What on earth was that, Fabs, man? Goodness gracious.
I just don't know what Entei's supposed to really do about that. You know what I mean? Like those situations that you're put in, how do you really respond? But, Entei's finding a reason now, just kind of closing the gap on them. I feel like even though they have long arms, Entei isn't staying far away. They're pressuring them into the corner, and they're kind of like exposing that disadvantage state. And that's able to take taking that megawatt nair there. Big kill. It's about maintaining the lead though. They're at a deficit again. I feel like Ouija's just sneaking past again and again.
It's really weird because it does feel like that Ouija's losing actually quite often, more often than not. But then what the hell are these 2-touch scenarios I'm seeing right now, Fabs?
Pyro, bro.
It's so mental. No, it's not even just Pyro. It's like I feel like both sides as well. Like we saw in that stock one, Entei just gets Wedgie off, and then Wedgie really struggles to come back from that first one, creating that really awkward situation. A polarizing matchup, to say the least. Very polarizing. I do think though, actually, it is a bit hard due to the recovery for Pyro Mithra. But if you're, I feel like you need to be a Mithra more often than not in this matchup
Mm-hmm.
to utilize that speed because that's really all you have in terms of recovery. And then you can usually more often than not then really just go over Min's arms. Uh, sh- but yeah, no, Weijie just taking that 2-0 over Entei. Very unfortunate for him. But I say all of that, and I was saying how bad Pyramithra's disadvantage is, but kind of Entei was really, really struggling to land in that matchup there. Uh, just really falling into all of these Pyro uppers, and definitely not something you want to be seeing. You know,
Yeah, I feel like
especially
we talked about we talked a lot about how what Min's strengths are and Pyramithra's weaknesses, but we didn't really talk about the reverse. With Mithra being so fast, I feel like she's really good at zone breaking. She's kind of able to
yeah.
kind of get into those pockets that maybe those blind sides that Min's exposing with Entei kind of piloting the character. They can't always be throwing out the long arms, not always. And there is moments where they're like I said, the blind spots, and that's where like kind of Ouija was kind of exploiting.
Yeah, definitely. It is, like I said, a very polarizing matchup on
Mm-hmm.
both sides. But on the screen right now, Sapphire 99, Ridley from the UK. Hold on, the name is slightly familiar from Wi-Fi, but it's like I feel like it's one of the players that has he been top lines? I'm not too sure.
Of course, yeah. Sapphire has is a pretty good Ridley. I think one of like the only Ridleys, if not the only one, from Midlands. I believe they were
Ah,
at Invasion. Didn't do the best, and they were also at Wake Up on Trent just this
oh,
last weekend gone. Pretty good. Really made top 8. I think they got top 5 maybe. Either way, pretty good really in their own right. And I know they've beat Tapu this bracket, and also I want to say someone else, but it eluded me. I saw it earlier. They've been on a tear this weekend. They beat Sir Knight. That's it, not this weekend. This
oh
week.
damn,
They beat Sir Knight as well. Yeah, that's your buddy. That's a
I
really
go,
good.
bro. Hold on.
That's a really good shot from France. And Splash Mage, the Robin who took
Ooh,
Makuro seed after DQing. So some decent wins under Sapphire's belt, especially with the Ridley. Like I know there's really good Ridleys in the EU. Of course with Mezcaul and of course, and there's other
yeah.
Ridleys around the world. But like I just don't get how they're getting these wins on like say a Shulk or say a Robin or even against the Pyromithra and Papu earlier. Like it just I don't know, it eludes me on what they're able to do. But Sapphire is pretty nice on the sticks, and they be showing why they're an actual space pirate. They're gonna be stealing these wins, finding a way, and now they're in top 32 winner side. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I do feel like Ridley is definitely gets a lot less credit than he's due.
mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I think obviously the big problem that puts him down on the tier list is the big body combined with the lightweight. But generally speaking, his attacks are very good, and even against like Shulk, for example, it's these one shot sort of moves that he has that a lot of characters have that are the ones to end Shulk. Like Shulk is good against multi hits, right? So he's good against that Ridley Fair and whatnot. But that up smash is so good from Ridley as well. It covers so much space and whatnot. And neutral air as well. There's a lot of good options, and I feel like on Wi-Fi, especially with that space pirate rush, that side B,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes 10 times more scary to deal with, right? So you can definitely see like the rise of Ridley on Wi-Fi and
Yeah, that
solo on the
I
other
agree
hand,
with
yeah,
that. I agree with that
yeah,
actually.
yeah, and solo on the other hand, Rose, Lina, and Luma. Very interesting name, very interesting character choices as well. Rosalina and Luma are very popular. You don't really see here in the UK, but here it seems like Solo from the Netherlands might be putting on a show. Let me go check their bracket run real quick as well.
Well,
Hold
yeah,
on.
Solo's been doing really well. I feel like they've been kind of like creating a story for themselves in these DB
Mm,
games. All 3 of them now, they're just making top 32 really easily. I think they're probably one of the highest seeds now. They've been getting really good wins, and of course, with that Rosalina, that it's just really tricky. Their movement is really really tricky. They play very differently to other Rosalinas like Homaka, where I feel like
yeah,
Homaka is more so really defensive on how they kind
yeah,
of build up a fortress, kind of like the Buzz-esque, right? But with
yeah,
Solo, they kind of not exactly rely, but they kind of specialize in this lunar landing, this of like kind of mixing up their approaching ambiguity to kind of like mix you up using Luma as like a big
yeah.
fighting force as opposed to a wall. And it creates a really aggressive style that I kind of like. That's my interpretation of how Solo plays, but it's
Interesting.
honestly enjoyable to watch. But I don't know. I've been asking this question a lot, but I just don't know how Ridley deals with a really good pilot of Rosalina in solo. But I want to see what Sapphire can do. You know, it's UK. I gotta be biased for this one. I want to see how it goes.
Yeah, me too, bro. Honestly like it's a weird choice for me, but I also play just a little bit of Ridley. Like I'm usually a swordsman type character, but something about Ridley really does appeal to me. I'm
Hmm.
not too sure what it is, but very satisfying to hit his moves, to say the least. And so I too very excited to see how this Ridley moves. But also this playstyle you mentioned from solo, I do want to see it in play here in this
Hmm.
game. So yeah, I mean we've already gotten started here. Solo doing a nice job. I've noticed that he sends Luma quite far. You know, he tries
Right.
creating like a sandwich sort of situation between himself and the opponent with Luma, and it looks very scary, honestly, to say the least. There we go, Nusha knocking away the Luma, but once again landing in that sandwich, just as I said. Back edge trying to come out, but on shield, both moves, neutral air, sending far. Solo, relatively untouched right now.
Well, you were saying it yourself that how like you're not exactly a swordsman character, but somehow you still like Ridley. It's because I actually believe Ridley could be a swordy, like close to be, right? He's got a lot of
Yeah.
these big disjoints, and
Mm.
Rosalie doesn't like those. You know, they kind of stop Rosalie in their tracks. They delete Luma quickly. Unfortunately, not being able to kind of do anything at the moment. Solo kind of being making it a solo game, kind of being all over Sapphire. Not really finding that gem right now to kind of shine in the light, and it just seems to be all solo right now.
Yeah, definitely looking like a one-player type of game right now
Hmm.
for solo. Going in the dash attack there, continuing on with the neutral. I feel like Safa needs to focus more on trying to get back to ledge rather than pressing buttons after getting hit. It's definitely causing. Solo has definitely picked up on it, to say the least, and Sapphire's taking quite a damn beating for it.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, you gotta find you got in these type of matchups where like you're a big character, you got a big hurt box, and you're fighting a character that has kind of two hitboxes at once with that
mm,
puppet movement from Luma. You gotta find your opportunities to kind of swing and when where to miss, where to hit, and it just seems to be all miss right now. Can't really seem to get any type of exclusive damage at the moment. And you see rolling from Luma doesn't do anything.
whoa,
You roll into the Rosalina hitbox, and Luma's there to pick up the pieces, and it's never a party for Sapphire right now.
that
Jesus.
is crazy. I don't think I've seen anyone use. Oh wait, what was that? That was like some sort of wave dash. I'm so confused as to what that was. But Solo's aggressive movement and playstyle is crazy right now. This is the first time we've seen him without Luma on deck. There we go, up smash, and it seems like the absence of Luma has made all the difference here in
Hmm.
getting Sapphire 99 that kill there. Beautiful stuff.
And this is when they get rid of Luma. So I'm talking about when you can use your disjoints to kind of get rid of Luma. That's when you want to be, on the aggressive side. When they still have Luma out and you're kind of battling two hitboxes, like I said before, you kind of have to play on the defensive. If you get too aggressive with it, you can get put in a world of hurt. Getting put in between them two can be, dastardly. But still, gets rid of Luma again. This is where Sapphire needs to lock in, but they just can't. Getting
Ooh.
pushed off stage a bit too far with that forward air, and Solo gonna take that first game.
Yeah, man. Solo on that Super Mario Galaxy movement right now, bro. Like, absolutely dominating in that game. Sapphire 99 really needs to pick up the pace. Once again, it's definitely about. I would say it's trying to create some more space between yourself and the opponent, but in this matchup, that's a lot more easier said than done, right? Because you have Luma, and the way Solo is very good at using Luma, to say it's more than like even most of like the top level Rosaline and Lumas, where it feels like his Luma is genuinely a second character. I think we
Hmm.
saw on the ledge the most, where we saw the pressure from the ledge, where he's spamming down the jab. He gets past Luma and then he just walks into Rosa anyway. Like it's very scary the way he does his like pincer sort of attacks onto you. And with a big body such as Ridley, it just makes things 10 times worse. We haven't really gotten to see the Ridley shine here.
Yeah, I can see where in these other matchups where Sapphire's probably finding success, but it's like you're getting juggled a lot by Rosalina, you're getting put in the air, you're getting edge guarded a lot, and that seems to be Ridley's weaknesses in a nutshell. In the air or off stage. Because either way you come back down, you might find your way back down to stage, but after taking a lot of damage, it never works out for Sapphire. I feel like getting rid of Luma will be the key to kind of keeping them in this, keeping it competitive.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, so obviously just like basically what you're saying, take things one step at a time, right? Let's look at removing Luma from the equation because obviously Sapphire did seem to handle the matchup much better without Luma involved. It really helped to stop Rosalina's approaches in that situation as well. So I am anxious to see what Sapphire might pull out here, because like we've said before, top 32 is best out of 3. You know, no more top 32 best of 5s. You know, these Frenchies, they don't like the tournament running too late, and that's definitely respectable. So it'll only be top 8 best of 5 from now on. But for now, top 32 best out of 3, meaning this is Sapphire's last chance this game to really show what they're made of. But yeah. Still. Generally good stuff all around though. Good.
Yeah, I
good.
mean, I feel like you might have not have watched too much Solo because me personally, before IBGAMES, I'd never really watched Solo too much. I think I've heard of them, but these last 2 IBGAMES is where I've really watched Solo a lot, and I'm like, damn, like this is some honestly, some enjoyable Rosalina gameplay.
Yeah, very very enjoyable indeed. I have seen like a fair bit of like Homica play, for example. But still, it's like to see the aggression is something very, very refreshing indeed. And you know, these two seem to be out of their trance now. A very, very long stage banning process, it seems. I'm very, very curious to see what we're going to be seeing here. But regardless, it seems like the Wager versus Entei was actually a slight upset. A slight upset, a factor of 1, but an upset nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a difference of 3 Cs between the two. But I think the bigger upset here would be Otakuni at 33rd, 2-0ing Jin. He's a 16th seed, which is pretty cool in this top 32.
Okay.
And your boy has got the biggest upset so far, Fabs, with Rambos upsetting Vins in losers.
That's my goat, bro. We were talking about it, about how he feels. He said he plays him a lot, but he thinks he's ready for it. I said, why not, bro? You got that into Super Strike, I think. So good luck to him. Well done for beating Vins. Samus on Wi-Fi, bro. But we got to talk about Rosalina versus Ridley, bro. Because at the moment, Sapphire is just looking at the first game record, man. He just can't really find too much.
Oh
do you see Solo nearly getting the ping pong?
I saw that. This guy thinks he's slick, and I love that. I want to see more of that. Man was trying to volley him over into the forward smash, bro. If that landed, bro, I would have gotten so excited. But still,
really?
My days, man. That was very, very scary thing. Kind of like a message anyway to Sapphire, even though it didn't land. Regardless, there we go. We're seeing those weak hits into that up air. Love to see that. And Sapphire is still desperately with this all aggression sort of approach, and it's not doing him any favors. You know, like it just Solo doesn't even have to play too committal at all. Like this guy's not even sweating.
Yeah, they're kind of just chasing Solo down at the moment, even though Solo's being the aggressor, and it's just not working out for him. Any hitbox they put out is just being punished. Luma's just there waiting. You see the Luna landing, just kind of, punishing any approach. And he's just being kept to the ledge. Look at what'd you do? He's going to roll in and probably get, jabbed to...
Nah, no way.
Okay, he waits this time. He rolled last time. He's going to bully his way with up B, but just a bit too hasty. And they're going to get punished for that. Solo belly touched.
Yeah, I think another one of like Ridley's big weaknesses is a true lack of like proper burst options. You have that side B, but side B and up B, they can't really be called burst options, but... close things like to it, I guess, but it's what makes it really hard in those disadvantageous positions. You can't really do much to get out of like the blender. Oh no, was that a jab block, but oh no, it was a down smash. But
yeah,
still,
I like the mix up there. He brought him in, kind of mixed up the DI, and then down smashed him out, kind of keep that wall up. See, now Solo's playing more defensive, more to that Homica / the Buzz S kind of playstyle, where they just set up this fortress and it's so hard to get in. There's no code to get into the doors. It just looks like it's over. You got to stay out the cold, bro.
Yeah, most definitely so. Finally seen that Space Pirate Rush coming out for Sapphire into the neutral, the Plasma Breath as well, and there is Luma down. How are you going to be able to make the most out of this little time you have, Sapphire? No, you're getting grabbed. Very, very bad indeed. At the edge once again, Luma's back active. Oh, I like that. I really do like that. The sort of like wait. You jump waiting just a little bit. I'm managing to grab the head of Rosa there to get Space Rush. Yeah, he's just abusing the hell out of it here now. He's found some sort of golden ticket, perhaps an opportunity to say the least.
I mean, yeah, if you want to find something sweet, you're gonna have to find some sort of golden ticket, man. Anything to get himself kind of like even up in this matchup, because at the moment it's just it's hard. He has found that side B, that command grab that will keep you in shield after pressuring with the aerials a bit too much. That is kind of conditioning, but is it enough to beat this Luma? Do you know what I mean? This Luma seems to be the actual issue, not even Rosalina
Luma
herself.
has hands, man. Look at this guy. The guy doesn't even, it looks angry, bro. Look at this dude, man. The little star. He's doing bits
Crazy.
right now. I was like, he was doing reps right there, man. Like 4 up smashes. Really building those muscles right there, man. Getting absolutely patterned. Sapphire, man. Needs to do a lot more work right now. Maybe needs to hit the gym himself.
Okay, see the Nairs are coming out more, but just only at close space. You know, CQC seems to where where Luma shines. Like I said,
Oh
not
my God.
Rosalina. That's Luma's kind of playground. That CQC, but getting put off all the way to the right side. It's all solo right now.
All solo right now. There we go. Another grab as well. Goodness me. Really and truly playing to solo's tune right now, man. Sapphire struggling, and I'm telling you right now,
B.
the up B into solo has never worked a single time. Not a single time. It's just led to him getting punished. And Luma trying to get a hit on the retrieval. Oh my God. And that's going to be it. Yep. That's a brutal way to end it. I think you could have just left him to die there. But, you know, Luma wanted to go in for with even more hands. So shouts to Luma and Rosalina there. Well, not even Rosalina and Luma. Goodness me.
Yeah, that was kind of tough. Like there was like a little bit of fight, more so in that game, but in
Yeah.
the end, like the Halo came down from above, from that down air, sent you straight down to Earth, and Sapphire just all the way crumbling down. But Jesus, what a win for Solo. Just kind of keep progressing. I don't feel like they were ever in trouble. Kind of clean 2-0 win. That seems to be like kind of their bracket path so far. It's just 2-0s all around the both. I feel like Solo is just a different level.
Yeah,
His
definitely.
Luma play is crazy.
No, I don't really like. I've seen Homika. I've seen all these other. I've seen a couple of the Rosalie and Lumas, but I truly think in terms of masterful Luma play, like that's him. He's him. Solo is him right now. Like other Rosalie and Lumas have much better like neutral disadvantage, advantage, whatnot. But solely in the realm of utilizing Luma in creative ways, Solo's definitely got that down to a T, man. Like props to him. Beautiful play. But now we got Surgeon versus. Is it gonna be Solo again? Because he's still
No,
in there.
it should be Surgeon versus Modzai.
Ah, see. Surgeon versus Modzai here on Reversal. GG. Shouts to them, of course, as always, for letting us use their amazing channel. Make sure you do drop a follow. Follow them on the Twitter for a lot more Smash and FGC news in general. They are the FGC team of Europe, after all. So, and obviously all the partners, Brussels Challenge, amazing major. Bro, I can't lie, I really want to go. I really want to go Brussels Challenge, but it's like it's in such a tough period of time. Like
When is it?
it's in like the start of July, I believe. But
see.
for me, I have like in June anyway. I've got like 2 to 3 tournaments. I might go reunion. I'm not too sure. And then in July, obviously got Gommel, and then even after that, we have like a Manchester Grand Conquest into Regen. So I'm not too sure if I can fit it on my schedule. But regardless, enough about my schedule. Let's see how these guys are going on here as we start on this winners quarterfinal set in top 32. Modzai versus Surgeon, man. Goodness me.
I'm really interested in this matchup, right? Not just because of like the characters, but more so on Surgeon's, who Surgeon's using, because I know them as a ZSS, right? And they've gone Bayo, and I don't know if that's because they've transitioned to Bayo, if they're going Bayo only for Wi-Fi, if they just like the matchup or what. But the Bayo pick seems to be really interesting. They used Bayo in their previous bracket as well, so I do want to know what the idea is behind instead of using ZSS. Maybe Bayo's better on Wi-Fi. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, in terms of Bayo anyway, I feel like burst options in general do get a massive Wi-Fi buff. I've said Space Fire Rush, which whether it is a burst option is like weird or not, but the fact is it's hard to react to, and as are burst options, and Bayo's got a ton of those on deck, man, and especially very long range ones indeed. And you get one hit with Bayo, you convert off into a crap ton of damage, right? Which definitely I feel like is one of the biggest reasons for their success on Wi-Fi. But
No, I definitely feel like obviously testing reactions and stuff. Obviously, reaction can't really be can't be done too well. Obviously on Wi-Fi, you kind of have to rely on kind of the read based, kind of punish other stuff. And I feel like Bayo can punish kind of that side. So yeah, I can see it.
definitely, yeah. But still, I think we're seeing a rather slow start to the game here. Both players trading hits back and forth. Modzai seems to definitely want to get some sort of item out. There we go. Once again, just using that. Oh my god, Galga coming out into the belt as well. But Surgeon, he playing a little bit patient, staying, waiting in place as well a lot of the time. But Modzai don't got those back air conversions, man. Those conversions off those bells. Goodness me.
Yeah, I think Modzai wasn't sure if he could have got the up smash or not, but just decided to go for the safe damage. Just went for any aerial. He did have time to use the Inky for the up smash, but just didn't want to chance it just in case. Again, to play on a more of a read in the case of reaction because it is Wi-Fi. So the meta does change, the game plan does change sometimes, but Pac-Man will always be doing what he wants to do. The hydrant, hide behind it, set up the fruit, and kind of create that wall. Kind of like there it is right there. Create that wall to kind of like change up what you want to do against your opponent. Getting back ahead though for catching that bell a little bit unsafe. Nearly gets edge guarded. I feel like Bayo is going to be one of those characters that should be able to edge guard Pac-Man, but just force it to death right there. Doesn't really find the good time.
Not too sure what happened there, man.
Sir John might have to get knighted again. I don't know. Have to prove something because he's getting keyed to the face. But okay, finds the back air of his own. It's even.
Very, very even on the board right now, Fabs. But still, that was a very, very unfortunate death for Sir John. Let's hope we can fight things back here. Up-B's the Hydrant, and Modzai staying fairly, safe right now behind the Hydrant. Honestly, gave me Steve PTSD right now, man. the way he's just able to get resources behind that, behind a wall that he's created for himself. But still, all is looking good right now. And the water actually boosting Surgeon all the way to the other direction. Definitely not what he wants right now. They're really just playing around each other. I'm not seeing too much hit, boys. Let's start laying the beat down on one another, man. I want to see some action here.
The beat down. I think it's because I feel like both of these characters have that type of gameplay where, like, if you make a mistake, you can explode just like that, bro. Do you know what I mean? One mistake because of Wi-Fi or just because the timing wasn't the correct for you, you can explode. And especially when you're getting Gallica combos like that, waits for it, gets the grabs, kind of punish the spot dodge. But Pac-Man kind of specializes in punishing spot dodges like that with that, that long tractor beam grab.
Definitely. Very, very scary indeed. But yeah, honestly, it was perfect time for you, Fabs, when you said that, because one mistake was all Modzai needed to capitalize off into that forward smash, and now he's sustained a very, very big lead for himself. Question is, can Surgeon also find a way to just explode all over his opponent, man? But there we go, the down throw from the bell, but not going to help him at all with it because of the neutral air. And Modzai just throwing out the S smash, for good luck almost, just hoping, praying he just falls into that. Surgeon, however, got a lot more on his plate than he once thought, but he gets that back end there. Pac-Man, oh my god, man.
Keeps it tricky with the power pellet, goes around to be ambiguous. That deceptiveness is going to be really annoying for Surgeon to again, react to, has to guess. And, that bell up smash, definitely gets the blinky that time. Automatic, doesn't need to react on no wait, no read, no nothing. It's just straight up death.
Yeah, goodness me. Wow, what a game that was. I was gonna say set, and I'm glad they're setting best of 5, bro. I'm being so real right now, man, because we'd be looking at a game where both players are playing so carefully and meticulously. You could break the tension with a knife almost, sort of gameplay right now. But still, Modzai taking that game 1. I think we saw one massive explosion with that mistech into the S smash from Modzai, and even after a lot of time passed after that, Surgeon wasn't able to take a stock either. It still felt like evenly balanced because not much damage is getting on the board, not much of these big flashy kill confirms either, which is very scary for Surgeon. It's very scary for both players. I mean, like you said, only one big thing needs to happen for a kill, and then really after that it's just sustaining that lead.
No, definitely. I feel like we talked about how what Pac-Man wants to do, whether it's setting up that wall, but with Bayo, I think the reason why they were both playing so slow is that if Modzai makes a mistake, Bayo's damage output is absolutely insane, Rekka. You know what I mean? They can take you to the skies, they can put a lot of damage on you, and even though Pac-Man is floaty, he can be susceptible if you read that DI, to a lot of damage percent taken. So you do have to watch out on both sides. It's not just one-sided. But it seems to be for Modzai though, taking a big lead, just expanding on it, and this, Galaxian combos has to get something, doesn't get too much, throws it away, has to set up that hydrant for another turn at the Galaxian pump, probably going to charge it up again.
Definitely, most definitely so right now. There we go though, oh my god, Surgeon finding that up B into a nice 63%. on Pac-Man right now. Modzai though, desperately trying to find these hits, trying to find that grab as well. Misses, giving Surgeon another opportunity to strike. And this is what I've really wanted more punishing from both players. You know, we saw a lot of defense play in that first sort of game, but not enough punishing, I'd say. But here, Surgeon kind of seems like he's working up just a little bit, maybe for this first stock, but maybe for this game as well. Who knows? We'll have to see. As Galga being thrown out again, Modzai ain't finding the hits that he wants him, and real struggle for him right now.
Yeah, that's all Modzai seems to be doing at like these low to mid percents is just charging Gallagher. They're being very, very obvious with what they want. Just wants the combo. But okay, the power pellet wants to get the combo off the bell, doesn't get it. Instead,
What?
witch time, but still so much stuff is going on. And you know, Sir John kind of falling to their death right there. Kind of unfortunate. They were kind of winning the whole game, but it just seems to be Modzai's game again and again. It's an arcade game right now, man. Pac-Man only.
Yeah, most definitely so, man. Oh my god. You know, I'd be in shambles if I'm Sergio right now. You know, after having such a massive lead over that entire time, you're back in a similar situation as you were in game one. But you know what? Those guns for the first time in however long, I have never seen guns actually connect that like that in a while. But Sergion manages to break that cycle, lands guns on Modzai, taking the stock, but still at 72%, man. You know, and with the way Modzai's playing this extremely defensive play, you know, start slowly but surely building up that percent sort of play style, it's going to be tough for Sergion to find a opening.
Okay, charges the bell. This way you have to be so careful. But okay, catches the bell themselves and throws it away. No choice of waiting or nothing. Just throws it away straight away because they're too scared and gets killed for it.
Yeah, that desperation.
And
really
now nearly falling on the red trampoline, just survives. Again, no recatch. I feel like Sir John isn't really too comfortable in this Pac-Man matchup. A lot of things kind of misleading. And again, spot dodging the grab. You can't do that versus Pac-Man. Wanted to get the conversion with the F smash, but okay, in a little bit of lag from the trampoline. How do they convert? Just straight into the hydrant, straight into it.
Oh my god, it's so scary right now. We're seeing that composure from Sir John slowly break. Like I said it before. Was that, you know, that playstyle, that patience, that punish game gonna last for one stock or the entire game? And it seems like it's lasted for only a single stock. That unfortunate death at stock one seems to be this guy's downfall right now. But all is not over. But I can't lie, the guy's getting juggled right now, absolutely juggled by this little yellow ball.
Yeah, the cheese ball was going to work for sure. Just putting up any trap on the ledge,
Oh
just
my
kicking
god,
the hydrant straight at him, and wow, quick 2-0 for Modzai. I don't think Sir John was comfortable at all. A lot of stuff they didn't really want to deal with Pac-Man. They'd rather throw away the fruit when they had it in hand. They wouldn't really focus on the trampoline punishes, the offstage game punishing. It was just more so finding a hit and praying to the gods. And I don't think that's gonna work for Sir John, even if you are a knight yourself, you know.
Yeah, man. Sir John unfortunately losing that knighthood, bro, and being sent down to losers after that. Modzai, you know, really slowly but surely taking that lead, taking the lead over the entire two games. In fact, right, building that momentum over time to the point where Sir John couldn't really keep up with the amount of Pac-Man BS that was going on the screen. Because a lot of BS did happen. You got hit with every gimmick in the book, it seems. So very unfortunate for Sir John, but Modzai, yeah, that's just how things roll around here. As we get into our next game, though, Siro versus Neeroz, with both players that we are both very familiar with. Very big time players here in Europe. You know, Siro coming from Austria. Neeroz, the French Pika himself, man. Goodness me.
Yeah, I mean, Siro not gonna have too much Pika experience offline. I don't think there's any Pikachus in Austria that I know of. And honestly, on the same side as Neeroz, I don't know how many Robs they've played. But I do remember they had, I don't know if they played Jezo Invasion, but I believe they were like in a similar path. I don't know if they played or not. But either way, I do want to see how this matchup unfold. You know, small characters against Rob is always the same case of like, nice, big character. I can edge guard you for ages. I can combo you for ages. But it's like it's really about, can you deal with laser and gyro? Can you deal with these combos they're putting out? And I feel like Sintra has some really good conversions with gyro. I think they're a really solid Rob, really good autopilot and how they play the character. So do want to see how that kind of handles Neeroz is kind of like, quite defensive Pikachu.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely. So Neeroz is a playstyle I feel like it actually works very well for Pika.
Hmm.
A lot of Pikas do. I mean, I've seen it like they try to focus on that very precise advantage that Pikas do have. I mean, Pika's a very annoying character to deal with, but I would say if you want to go for that like aggressive sort of playstyle, it's very hard to do, right? And there's a lot of precision involved. But so seeing Neeroz with a small defensive sort of style, it's definitely more consistent to say the least, right? Where everything works a lot better, especially in a Wi-Fi setting as well, I'd say. But yeah, still, we're just waiting on these guys. Let's see what sort of upsets we might have here. Um,
I think we're waiting for Sintro.
yeah, but yeah, we are waiting on Citro himself.
Yeah,
Um,
I was right. Thanks, Galaxy, in the chat. But yeah, I thought I was right. So yeah, Nero's actually did beat Jezzo Game 5 at Invasion. Yeah, so they've
that's me.
played some good robs in Jezzo, especially on form Jezzo as well. They've been playing
Yeah,
really good recently. So I do want to see if Sincho can kind of handle what Nero's can bring in this matchup.
yeah, definitely. Very scary indeed. The matchup, but yeah, especially I mean Jezzo as well. It's just like so scary because Jezzo's just been moving absolutely mad recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the wins that he's been getting and like the how close he's been getting to like these the top of the top um in here in the UK. So to get that win over him is quite an achievement, I'd say.
Guess we just gonna keep on waiting. I mean, since we're waiting, I can say big shout outs to eBay as always and the team. For obviously having the third eBay games already, and I feel like it's get bigger and bigger, bro. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
last time they had the Battle of BC help. This time they've got Fresh Cut on board with them now. And all their other partners as well. Spirit, Shonen, Jibe sponsor, um, 31 Burger Street, 31 Street Burgers. They got a lot of people just want to support eBay, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't even know what's gonna happen with the fourth one the next 2 weeks. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. Maybe Hungry
Yeah.
Box signs up. I don't know, some craziness.
I
They just be
wouldn't be
doing
surprised,
everything.
man. I
I
wouldn't be
would no,
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Like I feel like eBay's just making stuff happen. The Brussels challenge, like you even talked about. There's a lot of partners going on with eBay, and I feel like I said, like the eBay games is getting bigger and bigger,
You know,
bro.
I'm gonna check how much a flight to Brussels is right now, bro.
Let me
Flight
know, bro.
to Brussels.
I have to look abroad.
Yeah, bro. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's quite expensive right now. But let me see. Wait, when do I want to go? I want to go in like let's say. £100. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Wait. £19?
What?
Why is Sky? Whoa. I guess what it says United Kingdom. Let me see London. Let me see London. Search flights. Okay, now it's telling me the truth. Don't worry, Fabs. I'm so sorry. It's just lied to me. That's just lied to me, man.
I see.
Yeah.
Looking at bracket, and Rambos lost to Super Striker. Sapphire lost to Crepsole. Crepsole went Samus against Wookstom and Rob against Sapphire. I see. So Crepsole is playing all the zoners.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely like going through it. But also, Lyoko actually 2-1 Ente. Users, bro. That was
TDD Min Min. Wow.
TDD. I don't know how how that works.
Lyoko makes things happen, bro, apparently. Yeah, loser seems to be the shark tank at the moment. You got Crepsole, Super Striker, Pew, Enki, 2T, really impressive Fox, Janos, really good Greninja just being Faithra from Sweden, and of course, like you said, Lyoko, um, Squirrel, the Duck Hunt as well. Probably the best Duck Hunt in Europe right now. I'd say has been for a long time. So yeah, so you know, completely scary bracket in that loser side. And I believe we've got M4E against Solo on the main stream and Ibe stream. Go check that out if you're still waiting. Oh, I think that's after Otakuni Ouija, which is 1-1 right now. So I think Otakuni Ouija is on right now.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I do hop on over to eBay stream as well. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the big man himself. So yeah.
And I think both players are finally in the building to get this set started. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that is Neeroz we're waiting on. I don't know. I'm just thinking because Suicune's a Pokemon and we've got another Pokemon in the picture, so maybe Neeroz really likes Pokemon. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe, who knows? But anyway, in this game.
So yeah, man, Pikachu, Rob, you know, I want to see what they can do. I want to see how Sintra plays it differently to kind of Jezzo that Neeroz did beat Game 5 at Invasion a couple weeks back.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I would definitely want to see maybe if Neeroz can kind of apply the same things, or maybe better here against Sintro here. But once again, Sintro just an absolute beast here, with the Rob. So excited to see what's gonna happen here. Yeah, I mean, you said he had the Suicune tag as well, but for a second there, I did think that Neeroz was the Hikari tag, but whatever. These online tags they always throw me off, but regardless, it seems fairly even right now, to say the least. Trying to follow with that forward air, but a bit too the weight wasn't there for the tech. Doesn't manage to get it. Kind of gets reversal just a little bit here, off stage here, and this gyro has been set. Goodness me, nothing too scary yet for either side. I'm just waiting for an attack. Well, that was like how many rolls there as well?
Nah, for real. And I was gonna say is that like with this stage, it's a really big stage. So Rob's gonna live a long time, unless he gets edge guarded like this. But with Pikachu on the walls, they can set up these T-Jolts. You know, Rob being so good at edge guarding, but when you've got T-Jolts riding up the wall, it sets a really big wall for them themselves to kind of get back to stage safely, apply a lot of pressure from so far away with Pikachu. You know, that projectile, the T-Jolt's going to be so annoying, riding the walls, but nothing you can ride apart from that Blast Zone, bros. Kissing it as well, everything. Jesus Christ, Sincho just taking that extreme lead after kind of being kind of pelted by Neeroz, you know, at the start.
Definitely. You know, kind of come back here just a little bit. But Sincho though, was setting up the gyro again, but oh my god, Neeroz sneaking past him as well to fire back, and I can't lie, he is not happy right now. He definitely seems very angry. He just keeps aggressing on him, Fabs, like all over his shield. Honestly, I can't even tell where he's attacking from because he's just running into the shield and crossing him up each and every time. There we go, another dash tag. 169 is finally gonna do it, man. No setup needed, just raw dash tag.
And even with the pancakes that Pikachu has on shield, Sincho's still able to kind of get that down out because it's so quick, frame 3. You know, so he's still able to kind of punish on the front side, but Pikachu always good at kind of pressuring skills. You've got back at forward air, you know, Nair as well. There's a lot of options Pikachu can do kind of like, you know, pressure you, especially with Rob with that big blind spot in front of him. You know, that big blind spot. It's going to be really hard for kind of Sincho to kind of hit him in these CQC positions, especially when he's getting chained like this. Look at this record, bro. Look at the damage.
God, man, the damage is really building up right now. That sort of aggression, it seems to be paying off on Neeroz' side quite a lot now. I mean, he's really come out of his shell almost. I mean, we said he's a sort of defensive sort of peak, and we're seeing it with due to the lack of setups, you know, from Neeroz' side. But nonetheless, he's really racking up the damage right now. Oh my god, the drop on the gyro into the... Well, goodness me, that was a very scary setup indeed. But Neeroz still hanging in there, off the ledge. Gonna try and cross him up with the quick attack. But no, nothing too much right now. But Sintro throwing out all these kill moves right now. I mean, every Rob move is a kill move if you look hard enough.
For real.
Still, but...
I was gonna say is that, like, The way that Neeroz is actually kind of trying to use gyro himself to kind of help him as well. I really like that. He's not throwing gyro away. He's either throwing gyro upward to like make sure that it's not in play, or he's using it himself to kind of get any type of leverage. But he's not finding a kill though. Finds the roll read, but just doesn't find the correct version. Gets that tech chasing that's going to be so potent in this set. It's just if he can use it or not. It's still Neeroz gets a drag down there into down smash. Classic kill confirm. Taking the lead this time. Has gyro in hand.
Yeah, most definitely. So reverse. Okay, hold on, hold on. I was lying about he had no set. Look at this guy. He's got loops for days. Oh no, getting beamed with the back air, but not dying just yet. The side.
Oh my god! Talk about punish game. You want to talk about punish game?
Oh, he's got reversals upon reversals here on the reversal channel right now, man. We saw the lightning loops get punished. The guy goes down for the side beat to protect the ledge. Down there, khalas, the thing game is over, bruv. My days.
And you see, like, the one opportunity Neeroz had, he took it to the maximum. You know, he saw the side B after punishing it. And straight away down it. Nope, you're not going anywhere. No fair, no nothing. Only area I want to hit you with is this down air. Straight down to the blast zone. Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
What a way to take the first game as well.
Yeah, most definitely so, man. It was extremely, extremely. I love the way it felt like that. The momentum on both sides just kept switching over. But nonetheless, a good win from Neeroz. To say the least. But yeah, we'll get into it right now. Here we go on this next game here. So yeah, here we go. On it seems what it seems to be Hollow Bastion as well, right? So there we go. Then there we go, the defensive sort of play style coming out from Neeroz as the game starts. As he does it best there. Down tilts coming out into the gyro directly to the face as well. That must damn hurt as well. But yeah, it seems like Siro seems to have taken these first few hits on his end of things there. But there we go. Backer coming out from Neeroz into the Thunder. Misses though, however. Dash attack coming in as well. Oh my god, that one lands. Parries the hit on landing as well. Goodness me, Neeroz is on some smoke today, man. Goodness gracious
what
me.
is happening?
I'm not too sure, man. It feels like Neeroz, he's managing his advantage state, but at the same time, wary of any options that Siro might throw out. Like, oh my god.
He's just not getting a chance to kind of land. If he's in that type of zone where he's able to get that down B, he connects it straight away, gets the sweet spot, and it's looking all Black Mafia right now, setting an example. Getting the loops this time again. Nair drag downs are plenty, up tilts into the loops. We're going back down and around. It just seems to be Neeroz's world right now.
Yeah, man, throwing out them BMS sponsored loops right there, bro. Like building up that percent. Back air to cross up as well. Once again, like this is what I've noticed with Neeroz, right? The guy has really, really good cross ups, and also I think the biggest thing, a massive awareness of his character in general. One, where his character is in terms of positioning, and two, what he can like defend against. I mean, you definitely can't defend against that up smash, but it's more so he knows his limits of his own advantage state as well. It feels. He seems to be pressuring quite a bit, but to a respectable degree, without overextending almost, right? That's what it definitely feels like it is to me.
It just seems like this is what I was talking about in the first game with the CQC. Siro cannot touch Neeroz's shield. Any aerial he does, whether it's nair, fair, back air, down air, seems to be getting kind of countered with that back air out shield, no matter where you touch him. I feel like Pikachu's hurtbox is kind of able for him to kind of shift into that motion where he's able to find these back air hits and just chain it, you know, into grabs, into something. Fairs now. And he has gyro in hand, he's been so potent with it.
Yeah, most definitely so. It's very, very scary indeed. Like I said, it's the awareness that really does it for me as well. And right now, like even still, it feels like he can't really get the kill on Siro. But then again, it's not like there we go, back air, not gonna kill yet. But it's not like I'm feeling too scared for him either, because it feels like he's also gonna be playing safe at the same time. Like he's scared. He's not scared that he can't kill in situations. And it seems like he's kind of accepted that too. But he's doing his best to just keep the damage going and keep it safe where it matters. There we go, dash attack coming in there. 73%. Siro still in it. Oh my god, but I can't lie, those up Bs Siro seems to have their number right there. Seems to know exactly where he's gonna land after those up Bs. Needs to be a little bit more careful in that regard. But trying to set up the loops again, Neeroz getting blasted with that massive neutral B there. But still, back air trying to catch the landing, trying to catch that neutral get up. But Siro, however, it's gonna be. Oh my god, they're dragging with the neutral as well, man. That is crazy. Oh, here we go. Here we go again.
Yeah, and tries to connect that down B, just isn't able to kind of get the sweet spot, just kind of evades away from it. And Siro trying to get anything started, just still in that deficit. Has the gyro just kind of spinning on that roll read side, but couldn't find anything from it. Is going to get another one out? Nope, just going to keep without it and kind of be naked. I feel like Siro seems to kind of rely on this gyro, especially in this matchup where he needs some sort of projectile, because it seems to be Neeroz just applying more pressure with the gyro himself. You know, the T-Jolt's pushing more stage. Has he got enough gas in the tank? And okay, just recovers the F smash. It's the sour spot. Doesn't get the kill though. Side B again. He's gonna get downed for it. Neeroz going all the way off stage. And Uma, what's happening, bro?
I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure indeed.
Can't get the kill, and the double T jolt gonna stop Siro in the tracks. F smash.
Oh my god.
Kind of even extending on that gyro hurt box.
Yeah, most definitely. So there we go, getting the kill off the straight hit there. But still, if Siro, I can't lie, if you don't bring out that gyro to death, it's actually over. But oh, wait, hold on, hold on. He dragged him all the way across to the other side of the stage. But Neeroz slowly seems like he's trying to win back neutral, trying to pile on the pressure against Siro, but gets hit with a jab block down smash. 62%. Neeroz maybe need to be a little bit more impatient, need to be a little more greedy with this kill, like that with the up smash. They're calling out Siro on the drop shield. Beautiful stuff. 2-0 from Neeroz, man.
Wow. And the thing is that there was definitely some opportunity for Siro to kind of push forward, but I just feel like in that matchup it was so hard to like find your opportunity. How were you able to kind of like keep a consistent lead on Neeroz when he's kind of running around you, throwing gyros at you? He was applying way too much pressure.
Way too much indeed. Way too much indeed. And now the pressure will be off both of us as we get to have a little break as we hand it over to the wonderful Galaxy and Zanati. Yeah.
You need to chill on me. It's my first day here on the job.
Of course. Oh no, I'm very excited.
I'm really new to all of this. I don't get much of these opportunities, and just
no. I wish you the best of luck, Zanati. And obviously Galaxy, amazing commentator as well. So can't wait for you guys to witness the amazing pairing of these two as they handle the rest of top 32, I believe, until it's like top 8.
I guess.
I believe so, yeah.
We can do whatever you guys want.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go eat something. I'm hungry. But, yeah.
Go munch, my child. Go be free. Thank you very much.
Follow me,
Fabian.
Recogast, and obviously Copter.
Don't follow him. Don't follow him.
This is why I don't.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you very much, Umar and Fabs. Love you guys both very much. Thank you very much for it's our turn now to hop on. Going from one peak to another. We're going from Neeroz to Enki. Here we go.
Indeed, we went straight from one Pikachu, one electric rat, to the other one, and Artakuni, the other French link. We saw Vince earlier on stream. I don't think we see much of Artakuni, but here he is representing France.
Hell yeah, baby. I wonder is ALW still kicking around in losers? Because that's a third French Pikachu as well. Because the infestation is making its slowly making its way through the bracket. If so,
Don't tell the Pikachus I said this, but I sure hope not. It doesn't seem so. So it seems instead we just have Enki and Neeroz holding down the fort. Neeroz obviously now in winners. He must be very happy about that. But Enki will also be looking to join him in top 8.
yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, a couple of situations now. Immediately out the gate, Enki has like created 2 potential kill situations at like 30. First taking Otakuni's jump on the right side, and then with a down tilt trip in the perfect position on the left. So I'm kind of surprised to see sort of a lack of capitalization there from Enki, but you know, plenty more game to be played. It is the opening moments of this set.
Yeah, it will be a slow start at the beginning of the set, and of course you just can't expect the same levels of reactions when playing with that little extra delay against you. So it's not even players' fault. Sometimes it's just in the game's coding, unfortunately. However, these two players are still playing phenomenally so far. Enki especially is doing such a good job at just moving passively around Otakuni and slowly but surely pressuring him out. Gets a really nice tech chase.
Yeah, that's two like missed techs on the down tilt in a row, pretty much. So Otakuni's got to step it up on that front. Still trapped in the corner. Oh my goodness! And he calls him out. Just waits.
What
Just
a
waits for a
read.
little moment there and says, "You're coming to me. I don't need to do a damn thing." And sure as death and taxes, Otakuni rolls straight in, and Enki says, "Thank you very much. That'll do."
Phenomenal patience from Enki. We're seeing it more and more. Otakuni swung so much when he had that invincibility and when he had that beam at 0%, but none of his hits came through until that fair on the platform.
What?
That was an incredibly early kill.
That was
Still,
85. What the hell?
Yeah, I really don't expect to see Link fair kill that early, but maybe it was just because we were so high up and so far, so close to the blast zone. In any case, still, Enki's playing at such a slow pace, which is really refreshing to see when approaching the Link matchup, because typically they are the ones that are trying to wall out their opponent.
Yep. Hell yeah. All right, so Enki just, ooh, there we go. Otakuni getting caught. Grabbing when he shouldn't be. Oh, the back at hole. Hang on. I think that's a jump gone. Oh my god, how did he fall out of that forward air? How on earth did he fall out of that forward air? That is a lifeline gifted to Otakuni on a platter now. You better win this game. After the game says, I've chosen you as my champion. Like that. Like, you better win this game now.
Yeah, sometimes God, that actually starts with an S, just smiles on his children. He doesn't tend to, but sometimes he smiles upon us, then gifts essentially a win to our feet, and it'd be unwise to pick it up because, I mean, luck is just when opportunity meets chance. And right now, Enki looks very prepared for that opportunity. Sorry, I messed up that quote so hard.
No, I know you did. I didn't want to say a word,
He's
but
not messing up anything right now. Amazing pressure at the ledge. It's that nair, but he catches the bombs and he got on the front galaxy and gets reversaled.
there we go, lads. That's what you like to see. You ain't getting your grubby little rat mitts over my bombs like that. Oh. Enki answering straight back though. Enki answering like immediately straight back. Just kind of gets rid of the bomb for some reason. Got confused a bit. Yo, let's go play beam. I love that thing.
I feel like Otsukuna's using it a lot. I feel like every single Link main tends to like Link, so they're just like, that's the play beam. It's just like the truth. Ah.
I mean,
even though it's not
way
actually
cooler,
that
though.
good of an option.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely like kind of mid, but it's sick as hell. Such a
Oh,
lovely thing to be included.
This
Oh, are
can't be
you
game,
dead?
Not mid though. This could be death depending.
Oh,
Oh,
no! Okay, to be fair, when it's like such a slow situation like
That's tough.
that is one of the hardest ones to tech. You've got to be patient.
Isn't it
Because
crazy?
like that, you've got the kill screen where it freezes, and then you've got to come all the way down and then bounce off the Pikachu, and there's a delay before you hit the stage. So that's like to not press the shield button before that so that you don't get locked out. That is like that takes patience. So yeah,
It's-
Odakuni got cooked.
Isn't it crazy that by going low, Pikachu covers high? Isn't that a little bit messed up?
yeah, that's toxic actually. I
Isn't
didn't
that?
even think about that.
That must be hellish. Otakuni seemingly made the correct play, but Enki was actually one step ahead a whole time. Amazing edge guard coming out, killing Otakuni at 0. That entire conversion started at 0, which is definitely tough for the French Link.
Silliness, nonsense, goofiness, but that's what you kind of got to embrace as Pikachu. You got to embrace the nonsense and just sort of just cause as many problems as possible for your opponent, and that's just what Enki's been doing, to be honest. Just like for the first stock and then for that final stock as well, Enki just smothered this boy.
Absolutely, it was very just that is Pikachu's main strength as well. And against Link, who is heavy and a fast faller, you get huge combos. And even like without that, some would say slightly cheesy down B, Pikachu is amazing at edge guarding, and Link's recovery Son Bomb is like somewhat predictable. It's got a certain angle, it takes a certain amount of time, it's only snaps at the end, and Pikachu is just gonna eat that up.
Yeah, easy clap. There we go. Enki up 1-0 and is one game away for, I believe, qualifying to the winner's side of top 8. Like,
Yes, indeed, where he would be facing either Surgeon or Super Striker.
yeah, there you go then. That is definitely quite the accolade to be words, quite the accolade for Enki if they were able to make it through. But Odakuni, they've got plenty of fight left in them, shall we say, already scrapping, getting up in Enki's face, saying, no, you're gonna have to do plenty more than that. Oh, hang on, pretty combos.
Yeah, very, very nice conversions coming out right now from both players. We managed to crack on a 43 to 65. Artakuni trying to pressure out the ledge, isn't quite great grab, but he's still continuing this. Enki is having trouble landing. Enki is having trouble winning a neutral at all right now. This pressure from Artakuni is amazing.
Yeah, it was a very, very sketchy quick attack right at Odakuni's feet. That could have been big damage if Odakuni was ready for it, but missed opportunity.
It's hard to react to.
Yeah,
it's hard to react to.
Absolutely. It's just like it's fast as hell, so you can't like even see which way it's gone, and then like the recovery's so quick as well. Oh my goodness, the extra lag from down airing the bomb set Enki up like on a platter, and Odakuni just slapped him with the F tilt. Just gets like deleted at like 80 or whatever.
Artakuni ready for that interaction. Obviously, as a Link player of many, many years, you'll be ready for this sort of interaction at that point. But Enki's ready for your role. You gotta mix that up. I know it covers neutral get up and a get up attack as well. I know that moves excellent list trapping, but
oh, hold on, what's going on?
Galaxy, what did we just see?
I don't like it. I want to go home.
Yeah, but
what's going on?
But we're commentating. Galaxy, you need to describe what just happened.
But he's just on the platform and he's okay. This is just ridiculous. Ban this stage. Ban Pikachu for IBGAMES 4. Enki's OP. I do not appreciate any of what is going on right now. Odakuni's trying to fight back, but he's landed another forward and landed on the platform, reset his jump. He's getting dragged away into the abyss. This is a poor, like, lone swordsman just getting, like, devoured piece by little rat, nibbling at his toes and just, like, infecting him with like every disease known to man. But Odakuni's got those combos too, setting up into the back hit of the boomerang. We were cooking something for a second there.
Yeah, the heroes of timed hourglass seems to be running out of sand slowly but surely, where Enki is putting on so much damage. And of course, I mean, 4 fairs killing you because of how the Town City platforms work. I thought we left hazards on back in Smash 4, but Enki has something else to say, and Enki certainly has something to say about the way the result of this game is going to go right now. Amazing fair pressure, amazing quick attacks. He just keeps going, Galaxy. Is this the end?
Sugar. Oh, my goodness. That was very, very close to Enki being able to find the kill. They weren't low enough for Thunder and weren't high enough for an aerial, so just going to make their way back. Oh, still underneath the stage with Thunder, you cheeky devil. Oh, thank goodness for Boomerang there, saving Odakuni's life.
Oh, so much pressure from the Thunder Jolts. Artakuni tries to cover with an option, but Enki's so ready for it.
That's brilliant awareness, actually, from Enki. Just
Phenomenal.
Knowing exactly what spacing Odakuni is going to try and mess around with Nair, because Enki's like mostly been up in Odakuni's face, you know, very like all over you, and you need like a kind of close to mid-range boxing option like your Nair, but it's like it's going to get eaten by a disjoint like that Pika F smash. So yeah, just got absolutely murked and called out by the understanding and the spacing and the awareness of Enki, punching that ticket firmly into the winner's side of top 8.
And you know, Galaxy, I feel like that that whole set was sort of a display of the strength of Wi-Fi, and that situations that can arise in offline games will happen. And that is ultimately what Wi-Fi prepares you for. The more and more you practice over it, the more you understand the intricacies of interactions between this hellscape of a game where there are so many characters and so many different ways situations can go. Yes. Just getting that little bit more knowledge allows you to set up and be prepared for that to occur in the future. And that is what we saw. We saw Artakuni react very well to daring a bomb, but we also saw Enki pressuring with the Thunder Jolts and then being ready to punish the option that came after. And without repeating those interactions over and over, you won't get an understanding of how that will happen. And so that is just 2 players showing off their expertise brilliantly.
Oh, exactly. The big, juicy brain expanding in real time. You absolutely love to see it. And we very, very much appreciate all the players taking the time out of their day and such to hop on down to EBGAMES and getting that experience, getting that understanding, and sort of deepening their sort of their knowledge bank.
Absolutely. And I believe that the next set we will be happening upon is 2 other players with amazing knowledge banks, as you put it. We should be seeing M4E, the best player in Italy now, I believe.
Indeed.
And 2T, 2T might not be a name you recognize. This is a French fox who, well, we had him on earlier and he was amazing. He somewhat demolished Shusu earlier, but we discovered actually, next it's going in 1 minute, fantastic. Yeah, we discovered actually that 2T was not present for the beginning of Winners Bracket today.
Ah.
He was in Losers Round 1,
Oh no.
and now he is in the Losers Top 8 qualifier.
Oh.
So,
My God.
technically, he hasn't lost a set. Oh, I might be wrong though. We're seeing Siro and SK Will on the graphics. But yeah, honestly, just to shout out that Fox player.
I mean,
from Losers Round 1
what?
to to top 8 almost. to top 9.
That is a little bit mind bending, I will say. Yeah, let me just.
Equation. That's a Fox on Wi-Fi.
Oh my no.
This character's not easy in the first place. He's extra not easy on Wi-Fi where your actions are truly tested. How do you do like a 10-set run?
5, 6, 7. I think it's an 11-set run. Hang on.
11-set run.
Well, his set against M4E, which I'm assuming we'll have after this, that will be the 11th set.
That's insane.
No, that's stupid. What are you doing? Just show up to Winners. Oh my God, please! Like genuinely, I was saying earlier, you don't get through a Wi-Fi losers run. You don't get through the same person you went in. Yeah. You lose a piece of yourself along the way. And I feel like if I were to like enter the room that 2T is sat in right now, I feel like I would just like the wallpaper's scratched and torn, like the bed's been upended, like it's just like there's just like a body on the floor that's just been ripped open. I don't wanna go into that room because I'm terrified for what I will see. The changes that have been done to the psyche of a Wi-Fi Fox that has played 10 sets in a row. Like,
have you ever seen like that final panel of Ashton Ojo where the line is like, I'm all burnt out at this point, the fire's gone out. I feel like that has to be how he's sitting right now. But in any case, we have two different players. We've got no Frenchies here. We've got two Austrians, I believe.
Oh no.
Coming up to the bat, Siro and SK Wirral.
Okay, interesting. So we had, I believe we had Tropt play against someone in this matchup earlier today. Tropt rocking the Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
And no, it was definitely very, very interesting, and obviously for Duck Hunt, it was incredibly heavy on the set play, as most matchups will be, but that's especially important here because you're not going to get too many openings against a character with as oppressive a neutral as Rob. So, like, when you do have your openings, your setup better be in place so that you're ready to go whenever you get the hit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Especially the fact that Rob can explode when you finally do get an opening. And Duck Hunt, surprisingly, actually has a really strong advantage state with a myriad of conversions. The SK World is showing off right now, 87% racked on, and we see the ledge trap as well. Very aggressive. I was expecting a cancer, but puts it past him. Maybe he's looking to pressure the jump. Either way, now we have SK World south stage with no double jump. Recovers just fine.
Yeah, that's another thing I saw in the Trop matchup as well. A lot of the time you're setting up Can behind the Rob for exactly that reason. You want to just like batter him away with your really good forward air. It's just like such a solid neutral tool that anytime you want to forward air connects, you want to get as big a reward as possible off of it. Sometimes they'll bounce to the right off of the Can and follow up for an up air. That was a close call. Ooh, love the changing the trajectory of the Can as well. Ooh, lovely setup, but not quite ready for the trajectory that the Clay Pigeon sent.
Yeah. Ooh, and that fair doesn't sweet spot. And this is one of the issues with Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt kind of struggles to kill outside of Can, and even Can is going to be killing Rob around 170, 180. So it is upset SK Will to find these confirms from the Clay Pigeon that I imagine is very nice. But yeah, in general, raw kill power, Duck Hunt's kind of lacking. You always need to be ready for those conversions, as you said. However, SK Will is clearly prepared, clearly ready to come into this matchup.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they're prepared for Wi-Fi in general. I haven't been commentating for, you know, Rotor Arm Lariat, though, completely sweeping the gunman out of position. You're trying to set up on the corner with these projectiles. Guess what? My Rotor Arm Lariat reflects everything that you will try and throw out, especially the gunman. That'll punch him in the face, that'll punch you and that stupid duck as well.
Yeah, that is a point that this move, for some reason, reflects. No one can really understand why it has all those properties, along with being how Rob cheeses stocks at very early percents, but it does. And that I can see that being quite problematic. I do also wonder, we mentioned being ready. These two players are both Austrian. I'm not familiar with Austrian regions, but perhaps they have played with each other a fair bit and actually ready for each other's habits, as well as the character, knowing the character matchups quite well. We do see a really good understanding of how to abuse each other at disadvantage, at least, as Siro racks on a lot of percent and almost gets another side beat.
Oh, yo! Oh my
That was
god!
sick. That was
Gyro
sick.
into Gunman into Discus into follow-up. That, okay. No. Bro knows this matchup. Bro is absolutely ready. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was just ridiculous.
Beautiful play from SK Aurora right now. Really nice advantage state. Siro wants to pressure with the gyro, wants to pressure at the ledge. Can find anything? Just get the fair, resets the situation. But Can's above, as you said. We want to put Can behind Rob to pressure him, but Siro, so wise, has the patience, has the state of mind to just find the down tilt and convert. And holds on. I told you this character kind of sucks, Galaxy. He's not good at killing.
Oh, he's not good at killing at all! Oh no, that is not good. That is unfortunate. Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautifully timed death tilt. Catching the jump, actually.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that was high enough to catch it. But you know what? We take those. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I was scared. I thought we were going to try and follow up into a side.
You should be scared. You should be scared.
Oh god, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Siro thinking about converting into that side B off of that Nair into gyro, but doesn't quite get the right hit. So good recognition to just play it safe and combo into the forward air. But still, just both of them whiffing grabs back to back. Oh, they're posing like a boy band.
Yeah, right now, Rob, the rushdown zoner, some people like to say, putting on so much pressure. Siro is literally not letting go of him. Finally, SK Royal gets a grab in return and does rack on percent with that disjointed up air. But we're still not seeing enough yet, Galaxy. 109 to 56, and Rob is so good at setting up for kills like this one.
Yeah, it's Jova. There we go. Squirrel getting squashed by Siro after that down throw. Just that Squirrel was so close to catching the gyro on a ton of occasions, but was just slightly missing it, and so kept like just barely getting hit by it and landing onto the ground. And yeah, those are easy pickings whenever you get hit by that right next to Rob. Siro was like, oh yeah, thank you very much, I'll take that. But like you say, both Austrian and both clearly to have made it this far in the tournament, probably very good. So they've probably played each other at Austrian tournaments. And I know for certain Squirrel's a name that I've heard for a long time in online tournaments, especially. Like, I started commentating when we were, all stuck inside, and just like it was like On the Grind, Envy Snakes, any of these like big EU Wi-Fi tournaments that were cracking on back then. Like, I saw Squirrel regularly. So this man knows what it takes not only to beat Siro, but also, to have made it this deep and to continue on in a Wi-Fi tournament such as this.
I should point out as well that Squirrel's definitely not going to let that single game loss put him down, because he is actually also currently 11-1 in the bracket. He lost round 2 of winners and has made a run from essentially the start of losers to now.
I mean, I did say he's got stamina.
Nothing but hard workers in this bracket, Galaxy.
Genuinely just. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to have made it this far, even through win. That's a me sword fighter.
Oh. Well, hardworking and resourceful, we'll say. As Will pulls out the me sword fighter, perhaps as a counter to Rob. I mean, we did see a lot of difficulties in that matchup just now. It does seem really hard for DarkThunder, so perhaps this is a deep pocket pick from Krill, who does not have the faith to get it done with DarkThunder and instead wants to mix it up.
Why does that me look like Jezzo?
It kind of does, you know.
Shout outs to the boy. Oh goodness gracious! I mean, to become Rob, to defeat Rob, he has become a Rob main. All right, I like this. I like this. You must become the master to destroy the servant. I like this.
I mean, let's talk about how it's working right now.
Oh no, he's getting murdered.
He's getting destroyed, and I really like it because obviously at the start of Ultimate, me sword fighter started out with a lot of tornado because it converts into a B and kills like 50. And like, that's crazy. Shuriken's crazy broken.
Oh yeah.
Shuriken's insanely broken. That move is spammable. It hurts the further it goes for some reason. It staggers. It has so many things going for it, and it puts on some damn good percent, which Squirrel's currently mixing in with some really nice big normals like neutral air, like fair, and it's just poking Sintro out. Sintro, and also closing the gap a lot with that down B. The power thrust, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. And I would also assume that these two know each other pretty well because Sintro didn't ask like to see the specials of this character. So
true.
I would assume that this isn't the first time Sintro's seen this Jezzo wearing a chicken hat. So instead, oh, hang on, getting set up on the ledge. This gyro's putting in work. There we go. Get up attack finally gets rid of it. Sends it hurtling along the stage, and a back air out of shield will barely secure Squirrel this first stock after a very, very dominant first, 30 seconds to minute. Sintro's been scrapping, working hard to make this deficit back. So
yeah, certainly. But this is where Siro was at his strongest last stock. He might be able to do it again, 32% already, and he's no stranger to closing the distance. So far, can't quite find anything. Sintro's playing a bit more evasive, I think, as you pointed out. And it's kind of weighing far more, no longer like coming into those big normals and it's actually waiting for me sort of like to swing. Because the character does lack safety.
Oh my god.
He doesn't lack imagination right now, Galaxy.
That was legit. Covering the start because of like the slow pace it starts off at. Covering like the different tech options on the platform and then getting the forward air confirm after it. That is, that's so cool.
This should be death though. Oh, what delay on the mash!
Oh, even if Bro no way Bro can mash out of an up smash fast enough.
I don't know. If these two players are experienced against each other as they speak, maybe that Squirrel's got that mash on lock. Maybe Sintro knows that Squirrel can mash like that, and that adds another layer of mix-up to the matchup.
Ooh, thinking about getting that late hit up tilt Coven to an up air. Finds the late hit up air as well, but that's not the strong hit, so not going to be able to find the kill off of it.
Yeah.
Sintro barely gets out of that. Oh no!
Yeah, those gyro nairs are scary considering they can lead into a 0 to death if Sintro does find the right conversion. Not quite managing right now as the screen goes dark as well as Sintro's hopes in this stock, maybe.
This feels like a boss fight when like they're charging up like an attack and the screen starts to go dark. I feel like Sintro's powering up his darkness blast or something.
Streamer, TSR.
I like it. It gives a certain mood. It shows the intensity, the grit, the trials that these two players have overcome, and now only one will survive walking out of this set.
It's ironic right now, Galaxy, because I feel like Sintro's kind of emerging from the darkness. I know he just lost his stock right there, but I mean, it was 150 to 0. So, 0 to 102, pretty good improvement, I would say.
And in the 4th round of losers, the streamer said, "Let there be light."
What? See, that match was quick.
Okay,
I know
no,
it's 100%,
that was
but that match
mental.
was mad.
Okay, that was
I'm telling you, he knows the deck. He knows how to do this.
I'll allow it. Jesus. Oh
Ooh,
my
what
god.
Call out.
Mash out of that bozo, gets caught on the platform with a cheeky up smash. Oh, you should be getting more off a toss at 0 though than just a dash attack.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because like a grounded throw might not be as mobile. Oh, thinking about trying to find something big. The roll's able to get past the laser. Down tilt covers the thing with the late hit of the thrust, but how are you gonna get down? Oh my god, what a side B.
That has honestly been working out so well, by the way.
Yeah.
For him. He is consistently breaking open Sintro's zone. He tries to pressure him with gyros and lasers. He just goes with both of them cleanly and hits him in the head. It's really, really surprising to see such a rare option come out and honestly be used to such success.
When he does like the neutral B and it hits the gyro and moves it a little bit, it kind of looks like he's throwing out the Beyblade like that. Oh my god, the downer!
Oh.
No, that's not gonna do it. That only works as a gimp, and you can't gimp Rob.
Yeah, but right now he is off stage.
Oh my god, he gets rid of that again! No way. Okay. I mean, even still, like a down throw, like a cheesy down throw could kill, get a kill off the Squirrel here. Oh my god, roll behind! Oh, you love the Wi-Fi.
Roll! He's coming to the edge! Down smash is gonna kill. It sends to the wrong side. We're still holding on! And attack as well escapes the down smash Squirrel! Avoiding all of these skill setups, holding on for dear life, holding on for this game, because if he dies here, Galaxy, that's it!
Oh my god! Shuriken's raining in one after the other. Oh, he gets the hit! That can combo! You can combo off of that second hit of forward air, but he wasn't ready. Didn't expect Sintro to drop shield. Oh, the gyro at ledge. He was too late for the grab! What are you doing, lad? Oh my god! Squirrel needs this. Squirrel needs this to stay alive.
We get the early hit of Nair, so he doesn't quite kill. But he just straights the shield and he's fucking ready for a Galaxy, and he punishes with the Afro and gets rid of the stock.
Pile driver. Oh my goodness. The robo seismic toss comes through Siro by the hairs of his butt cheek. Clenches and clutches. The second game, not needing a third. I mean, if you needed a third after that one, I don't know if you've got enough after like such a long losers run and such a long losers run from Squirrel as well. Oh my goodness. Shout outs to both these two players for putting in the work, putting in the hours, making it happen here today. But only one of them will be moving through to the losers side of top 8. That's Siro. Big love to Squirrel. What a performance, but it ends here.
Yeah, amazing play from both players who actually pulled out all of the stops in that set. Both games complete nail biters. Both games complete like switch ups between both the Mezcaul player and the DarkThunder, doing serious damage. But as you said, Siro is the one that manages to hold on at the end of the day and holds on to his golden ticket into top 8 loser side of IBGAMES 3. EBGAMES 3.
3. C'est numéro 3. Yes, very much so. My accent is just not there. I just realized, like sometimes, like not nearly as much as I should. Like, to be fair, my accent is much better than my actual French. So, but I'll get there eventually. That's not important right now. What's important right now?
With all of these collaborations that eBay's going on, especially with the Reversal Gaming collaborating with these guys for Dojo and for Frontrunners, there will be a bigger crossover in French and English, so maybe you'll get a bit more experience speaking to French people to practice that accent.
Maybe. I would very, very much love it. We've already stolen / adopted Hummingbones, because, you know, it's impossible not to love that beautiful individual. Obviously, we got a lot of French delegation coming out to, you know, your invasions. It was like Blast Zone 32.
Yeah, I mean, eBay himself came out and kicked ass in commentary last invasion, all in English as well. It was really impressive.
It like genuinely like incredible stuff. Like the effort that so many of the French scene puts forth to, you know, the sheer number of olive. You could make a paella out of all of the olive branches these guys have put out towards the UK scene. So maybe it is about time I start learning some French to be able to extend back the other way.
Maybe indeed. Speaking of France, I wonder, do we have French people in the winner's side top 8, which I believe is where we'll be going next? I'm not entirely sure. Indeed, only one, actually. No, two, sorry. Modzai and Neeroz are both in winner's side top 8 on opposite sides. Modzai coming up against Weiji, 0-1, the Pyramid we saw play earlier. And Solo coming, and Neeroz coming up against Solo, who manages to beat out M4E to get into top 8, which is a very good win considering the strides that M4E has been taking recently, the waves he's been making recently in the wider European scene.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, meanwhile on the loser side, we have, of course, Enki, the commentator coming in, against Super Striker, who manages to beat out Surgeon. And we have the winner of M4E versus 2T that is currently being played at Shez_IB on Twitch. Do go check that out because I'm sure that set is phenomenal. Yeah, I might go watch it myself while we're talking. Yeah. And that will be coming up against, as we've just seen, Siro. That'll be incredibly interesting as well. Two really cool matchups. But yeah, honestly, just a really cool top 8, I think. A lot of players. I'm not sure how many of these players have made it this far before, but I feel like these are relatively new names in some ways. I mean, hell, like Siro, who won last time. I don't believe got top 32 this time.
No, bro got cooked. I've been quietly trying to find where, like, what happened to this to to the wonderful DK. I know that potentially Joy Kong and Siro were on a collision course, and we were like
so close.
we were willing that into existence. Really wanted to see that ditto, but I believe didn't end up happening. So they got taken up by Wook's Tom. Hang on, can I? Where does this link go to? Because I've got the upset thing. Okay, it is a link to a Start GG set. Okay, shouts to technology for real. How do I then? How do I?
Use your words, commentator. How do you words?
How do I speak? How do I find the thing? I'm terrible with Start GG. There we go. Yeah, so they got taken out by winners by King L, I believe. So they're Cloud. They might also be French. I can't remember.
I'm not sure. There's an umlaut in their name, right?
Oh yeah, it might be German. Then.
But we also did see it. I actually know someone mentioned. I believe it's mentioned to me earlier that there is someone with an umlaut in their name that is still French. I believe that might be King Ed.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, might be them. But yeah, and then Siro got stopped right before top 32 by Wook's Tom. Shoutouts to the GOAT Wook's Tom. You'll love to see it. Very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, Inkling DK, definitely not the hardest Inkling matchup ever, but
oh yeah.
Still, when going up against a player of the caliber of, I believe, second at the last one, very cool win. Klepsele put an end to that run, being also Sapphire 99 with his Rob. He's played literally anyone he wants to. I believe Klep's gone Pac-Man, Wario at one point, but mostly Pac-Man, Samus, and apparently Rob. And he fell to Super Striker, who did manage to get to top 8.
Yeah, Super Striker taking out Surgeon as well. That is no small. Like Klepsele, like Sapphire, then Klepsele, and then Surgeon.
Yeah.
Like after eliminating the person who took out the #1 seed. That is a resume.
Super Striker beating Ramboss as well, UK's own. I believe the highest placing UK player of this bracket. So shoutouts to him.
I think Sapphire is also UK, right?
Yes, they're tied.
Yeah.
Sapphire is actually my region, Midlands.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Toaster mentioned it earlier, so yes.
Yes, that's my goat. Not that guy. Yeah, Enki had to go through some very strong players, obviously Artakuni, but also Pew, piloting Min. Pew's a Ness, right? Like, I'm not misremembering that Pew's a Ness. Where does Min
I've
come from?
I've seen a lot of characters out of Pew lately. I know because Ness, in terms of like the metagame as a whole, characters kind of fallen out of favor.
Yeah, he's not doing quite as well.
Yeah, it just in general because of the natural power creep of the game and the DLC dropping and the meta in general shifting.
I hate that we say power creep. I talk about gacha games with the word power creep. It's playing Smash
that's
wrong.
me because I'm a Hearthstone recovery.
Oh.
So I've escaped that vortex because they made the game so bad I literally had to go. So, oh my god, what a bad game. Goodness gracious, man.
Yeah.
Blizzard on fire lately.
Blizzard doing amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Were you an Overwatch player?
I had the misfortune of having friends who convinced me to pre-order the bloody thing.
Oh.
And so I had that from launch, and I had one sick moment in the beta where I went behind, I snuck behind as May somehow. I can't remember how I did it. I put my ISOlt and I set up for a high noon. I was like, ugh! When I saw my mate score freaking high fives, and that was so sick at the time. And then, but I mean, I'm not big on shooters anyway, so that's my fault for allowing myself to be coerced into such a situation.
I won't judge you for poor games. I was literally in a game of League right before this commentary.
Yeah, no, literally, I was in Dota earlier as well. And,
and
Dota's a waste of time as well, don't get me wrong, but at least it's free.
Yeah, this is free.
Shout outs to free games, for
In
real.
the meantime...
Shout outs to eBay games.
Yes. Let's actually check that out right now. We won't be live commentating it because it'd be half live. It'd be even less live commentating it because we'd be commentating a stream.
Oh yeah, what's the Twitch? I've forgotten.
Again, if you would like to go see the final set before this bracket is www.twitch.tv/shares_ebit.
There we go.
Oh, actually, it just finished. Let me correct myself. M4E has just won 2-0. Congrats to him and condolences to 2T falling out after 10 straight wins. certainly quite the accolade, but it is ultimately the Italian menace that will end his bracket run and his M4E that will go through to top 8 loser side, where he will be affronting Sintro.
Hell yes. Okay. Very, very excited to be seeing that. Big fan of M3. They were playing some weird ass characters earlier. They were playing like Snake and Game & Watch earlier on the stream. I don't know what they were cooking there, but I want to see the real deal. I want to see live and in living color M4E taking names, kicking ass, because I know that they are legit. So.
Well, I can reassure you, the last 2 sets have been Sephiroth, and I do expect to see it again going into Rob, hopefully.
Yes.
Although, if you say Game & Watch, to be fair, I don't think Seth has the easiest of times against a character, so it is possible that we would see Game & Watch, which is Rob's worst matchup.
Oh, right, maybe.
Or one of Rob's worst matchups.
I see what you're putting down. No, that
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can definitely you can give Rob a hell of a time with Game & Watch. That maybe we could see that. We'll have to see what happens. I just realized I completely messed up like the introduction. So like I haven't introduced us yet properly. So I would just like to say hello. Thank you so much for tuning into eBay Games. Welcome. We're just about on the verge of cracking into top 8. My name's Galaxy and I'm here with Jude Zanati.
Yes, indeed. Hello, everyone. I am Sonati, and though our names are not on the display currently, we are definitely here, and we have been the ones holding down the fort. What's your Twitter?
Galaxy@Galaxy_OTR. You can come say hi.
Yeah, mine is @Sonati_D. So if you want to come say hi, or give me a follow, or tell me that my comms suck, please do.
Yes, please actually tell me that my comms suck. Because then you have to interact with me. So there you go.
Yeah.
I need haters. I always say, if I've got people hating on what I do, then that means I'm doing something right enough to make people jealous. So genuinely, just please, by all means, come hate on me, because then I will feel like I've done something right.
Yeah. I feel like this is actually a good time, if any, to demystify commentary here a little bit. Of course, we are always open to critique.
Yes. Unironic critique.
Praise is nice, but we're always open to constructive criticism. And also because this is a good chance to grow, and it's a good chance to grow for any English-speaking commentator or French-speaking on the other Twitches, but any English-speaking commentator, by the way, please come through. There is only like 8 of us doing it right now, and that is so crazy to me because this is a free-for-all. This is an opportunity for anyone. Like, depending on timing constraints, we literally only have 3 people that can do the next 2 hours, and that is 2 of the people that are in VC right now. So please do come down. It's not as illustrious as you might make out to be. It's just good fun, good games to commentate, and a great tournament overall. So please, if you want to commentate, do apply. We are very accepting.
Yes, no, genuinely, just you will never ever have your you will never ever have like a bad thing happen from you applying to commentate somewhere. Anytime that you put your name out to somewhere, that is a good bit of publicity for yourself as a commentator. Genuinely,
Absolutely.
You are someone who's willing to put your name forward. Perfect. That is step 1, and that is the most important part, that you're willing to put yourself out there and to just send it and to seize every opportunity that could possibly be presented to you.
Indeed. And in any case, yeah, I'm seeing some names, Galaxy. I believe that we should be gearing up for our next set very soon, which seems to be Enki versus Super Striker. I believe we'll be bringing the loser side of the bracket, while the French will be covering the winner's side. And yeah, we have Enki versus Super Striker. Obviously, we commentated Enki earlier, and he looked phenomenal. Super Striker, I saw him once, and also looked fantastic so far. Really good, really evasive Sonic play. Sprinkle in a fair bit of aggression and some nice advantage today, and overall he was just had a recipe for success that I wonder if he can replicate once more.
Yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, Super Striker rocking the Sonic just because, and Sonic's just like the big scary bad of Wi-Fi. Ooh, no, I can't catch him. He's running away. He's so fast. He's getting away. It's like Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's so hard to play again. But any player beyond a certain point has had that experience and has that Wi-Fi sort of grit to be able to take on a Sonic, then you are going to see a set and a play style that forces the Sonic to change their game plan and change what they are doing. And that's when you really start to see the battle of the minds unfolding on your very screen.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And what can we say about the opponent? What can we say about Pikachu in this matchup? This is a pretty interesting one, I think, because obviously Pikachu is a character that excels up close and personal. He does have the T-Jolt camping, but his hitboxes are incredible. Oh. L'arrière a été fermée. Oh no no.
Créer une arène.
Well, that is pretty unfortunate. That
Yeah, you better hide this. You better not put that up on stream.
Stream.
Hey, yo! I mean,
no.
go. All right, please, chat, don't do it.
This is a very important, serious tournament. Please don't join the arena.
I'm begging you. Oh my goodness.
Well, I do hope that people will not pay it. Well, we shouldn't bring attention to it.
Yes,
back to the
talking about what?
Sonic matchup.
Yes, yeah, the Pikachu Sonic matchup. That's what the people really want to know about.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, when it comes to like either of these characters, in terms of like the actual like matchup, it's there's not too much to talk about just because like the actual like game plans for both characters will probably remain mostly the same. You're gonna need to like it will basically just be like who has like when the scrambles occur, when they get like right up into each other's faces, who can really capitalize in those situations, and then it's just gonna be who can convert off the ledge. Because when you have a ledge situation against either of these characters, it's all about just covering as many options as possible and rinsing and repeating that situation until you can get the kill. That's genuinely what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, indeed. No, could not have said it better myself. But yeah, there's just also like a period of an interesting interaction in when Sonic is obviously spin charging, gets that frames of invincibility at the beginning, and I wonder how Enki will approach that in the end because, well, otherwise how are you getting in your hits in this Pikachu? If you're pressuring with T-Jolt, Sonic can dance around projectiles with utter ease, obviously being the fastest character in the game. And yeah, when you're up close, then how are you beating out the invincibility frames, the speed? So overall, it is like a very big balance of knowing when Super Striker's going to hit the go button and when he's going to take the foot off the pedal.
Yes, just like getting a read on your opponent, getting the hang of when people like to go in, their timings, their habits on the ledge, their approach angles, all that kind of just the little things that you can slowly just get a bigger picture about what is going on in the matchup.
Yeah, I feel like Super Striker's already putting it into practice right now because I feel like we're getting camped out in the online arena part.
Oh my god, we're just chilling. You know what?
We're just vibing. We're just vibing here, but
we don't need players. We don't need any of that. All we need is you lovely people in chat. Or as long as you guys are here with us right now, then I'm having a good time. I'm chilling.
Yeah, to be fair, I forgot to mention top best of 5 has started now. It doesn't say on the graphic, but I believe that top 8 is entirely best of 5. So that Sonic and Pikachu matchup we were looking forward to so much is gonna have.
We get to have more.
We get to have more. On average, 2 more games of it.
Yip-ee, baby.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal. Marvelous stuff. I'm down for it. I mean, anyone, whether you're a player, a spectator, a commentator, or even a TO, when it comes to Wi-Fi tournaments, surely you know what you're in for by now. Surely this deep in, like you know what you've signed up for. You know what you've come for. You're here to see you're here to see the dark heart of man being ripped out and placed before you so that you can finally understand what true suffering is. And so and how can we appreciate the joys, the wonders, the beauties of life if we ourselves have not felt the pain. That's what's important. As Bray Wyatt once said, now come with me. I gotta take you down two paths. There's two paths. The path of the hurt and the path of heal. And before you choose, I gotta take you down both.
Damn.
Shouts to wrestling.
That's a wrestling line?
Yes, wrestling's got lore. Do you not know?
I thought you were quoting like.
No, I'm
Some
quoting the
English
greatest
writer.
wrestling mind. I'm quoting the greatest wrestling mind of all time, Bray Wyatt, the beauty, who is currently out sick, missing you every single day, Bray Wyatt. I hope he comes back to TV soon.
Oh.
You know, speaking of wrestling, I've been like, so there's like a Smash UK like wrestling server that I've been like, and there's like a spoilers channel, and you know when like there's a few servers I keep unmuted, and you know when there's like a message that you haven't read on a Discord channel, there's like the little white thing next to it.
Uh-huh.
So like there's that next to you know the wrestling server, and I keep clicking on it, being like, oh, I wonder what that is, and it's the spoilers channel for AEW because I didn't watch last night's Dynamite, and every single time I forget, oh, what's that, and I click on it, and it's like, oh, it's spoilers. Don't click on the spoilers channel. Don't click on the spoilers channel, and I leave it. So that's happening to me every 10 minutes because I have the object permanence of a small bug.
I can relate massively to that.
Yo, die lit! Oh my goodness.
I know exactly what you mean. Oh, and
We better
here
die
have...
lit. Shoutouts to
Yeah.
Homer Simpson, that one gif of him doing the, you know, the one like the, you know where he's getting it?
What?
You know, when Homer Simpson's getting it.
When Homer Simpson's getting it.
Yeah, you know that one. Do I have to send you the? Hang on. Look in the commentator chat. Where's the? Why can't I send gifs in this chat?
I'll just send it in the cast channel in general. I'm sure
Yeah,
all of the French people will be entirely okay with that.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing that. You can't stop me. It's too late. You suggested
Okay.
it. This is. If anything bad happens because of this, then this is your fault.
Homer
I'm
Simpson's
blaming
getting
you.
lit. Come on.
Where's Dilet? Where's Dilet? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm finding it. Oh my goodness! Enki's in. I gotta find it quick. Where is it? I'm gonna find you.
It's quite
There it
sick.
is. Yes.
Oh, I've seen that dance.
Yes!
Yeah, I've never seen the dilate.
I told you, Homer Simpson's getting it.
Not knowing Super Striker, there probably is a fucking reference to it.
Yeah, no, he's the goal. He understands.
In any
Shout out to
case,
the boy.
they are. Enki is sitting in the arena. He's waiting for Super Striker. We might be getting into top 8, loser side. Round 1.
Oh yeah, baby, it's time. Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time to dilate.
Oh, we went basically the same direction.
we
and
went-
here
we
we are. Enki
Hey!
pulling out the Pikachu as per. Super Striker pulling out the
Come on.
Sonic as per. No changes up in this.
It's time. Here we go. They're definitely gonna press the A button. We're about to get
Please-
started
please
in this
press the A
top
button.
8
Please
losers
press it.
set.
Please
Yes,
press
we're in.
Oh,
We did it.
yes,
It's a
God.
Christmas miracle. Here we go, baby.
Okay, here we go for something just as entertaining as the past 15 minutes. Oh,
You got me saying that. It's not gonna be nearly as entertaining as the sound of my voice.
yeah, true. But the banter we have was pretty good.
Oh, the
Oh,
oh, Andy dropped the
26%,
combo.
and that is the only percent that Enki's gonna get for the next 50 seconds.
I mean, if he's playing
I'm
smartly.
playing. These two players are quite actually aggressive in their approaches. Typically, so far they have been. Super Striker right now, prove me wrong immediately.
Oh my god, look at
Very
that! That's
aggressive
twice
on
now!
attack.
Enki is perfectly spaced around Super Striker's approach. Super Striker came in, and Enki just threw out the down air that missed him by a whisker, and then Enki just calls out the homing attack with a forward air, or like, retreats out of the range of the homing attack and then punishes with a forward air. Like, Enki had just read Super Striker perfectly like 3 times in a row. Oh my god!
There is a really good French Sonic, I believe, that goes by the name of Hover, I believe. I'm thinking of the correct one. Enki certainly could have experience in this matchup. Obviously, French is a huge region with so many tangent parts that perhaps those two just never encountered, but Enki seems really well prepared and well adjusted for the trial that he has to face so far, Galaxy, with a huge lead of 80% right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of EU Wi-Fi as well, I'm sure this is not Enki's first rodeo. I love the idea, just that delay a bit, delay a little bit, try and be like, oh, I'm gonna grab you, haha, and then, you know, up smash the jump out of shield. But Enki nonetheless standing their ground and looking fantastic, perfectly calling out the neutral jump from Super Striker. Able to get that forward and just a little bit close to getting up smash there. Oh my god, Enki just dash attack straight through whatever move Super Striker just threw out. Said, nah, bro. Eat this!
Yeah, big answer back from Enki right now, who has Super Striker 141%, and this is where we start seeing dash attack again. All the different smash attacks from a drag down there. Maybe we see down air. Yeah, we could also see up throw now, Galaxy. That is, we do have the mix of dash attack or up throw. You gotta eat, or dash grab, you gotta eat one. And either one is gonna kill you this percent now. Enki definitely has the keys to at least taking this stock away. We'll see if he can turn them.
Oh yeah, right now, Enki is the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Rule number 1, you gotta approach me. Rule number 2, die, idiot.
There's some harsh rules. However,
the giant rat is not a forgiving monarch, I must say. But once the giant... Oh my god, I thought the... Just give it a button, Dada.
Ultimate is a very forgiving game at times, though, with Sonic's up air just barely not working. The second hit not being connected into, which might have taken Enki stuck away, but don't worry, Super Striker's got plenty of ways to get rid of it. With the back air coming out, amazing read on the air dodge.
There we go, gets covered and smothered, and now we get the joys of neutral. Never mind, Super Striker finding a perfect approach to that landing up air, catching the landings with a dash attack, but Enki gets right back in there with a landing back air. Ooh. Just commits a little bit too much with that.
Yeah. Ooh, and I have been corrected. Hover is the FGC player. Kichior is the French Sonic who did amazing at last year's regen. And potentially where Enki's got his practice from. Or he's just that good. Or he's just played enough Wi-Fi. Who knows? At the end of the day, the player's thriving and that's what matters. Super Striker has clawed this back significantly since then, with the percents now being pretty much entirely even. Neither player really having anything going in their favor. And here we now sit at the halfway mark. Galaxy, in both the timer and kind of the stocks, we're basically at 1.5 stocks and 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, no, perfectly balanced as all things should be. And try to go for that F smash as well. He called out the homing attack, but it was just that little bit too late. And now getting that forward air, clearing out the danger, trying to thunder the high recovery as well. He's just so close to finding these crucial call outs, but ever so slightly off the mark.
Yeah. Right now, Enki looking for some sort of aggressive fair or bear or perhaps even nair to convert in the up smash against the sour spot because the Super Striker is really well timed. Spot dodge. And at the moment, yeah, he's just kind of struggling to get that kill, which you desperately want on Sonic, so especially as Pikachu, so you can start putting damage on again. Meanwhile, Super Striker is kind of swinging wildly with these back airs, with these S smashes, with the spin dashes, trying to put on that extra percent, sending in Enki off stage perhaps to set up a favorable position and get the stock at the end of the day, but Enki's not handing anything over, and either Super Striker. Small hits finally lead into the fair, which gives Enki another stock lead.
We go. Enki still just about keeping Super Striker at arm's length. Super Striker just committing a little bit too hard there, but no trip. That's not going to confirm into a dash attack. And I'm surprised to see Enki go for dash. Oh,
I guess the second one.
He just did it again.
You were right to be scared. You were right to be scared.
Bro, he said, eat this Mega Smash. And then he said, eat this Mega Smash.
Double down. Doubling down on the aggression as well. Super Striker puts on 26% and tries to go for more. Gets caught out though. Enki, a beautiful fair. Converts to 2 nice up airs. Maybe looking for more though. Enki really wants to put that damage on so we can start playing that game. We've seen him before.
Yeah. Oh my god, I thought he had a big for a second.
I feel like Super Striker's being so aggressive right now with his options, Galaxy, and I'm not sure how well they're working. We've seen so many homing attacks from him in particular, and a lot of them miss their mark. And as a result, he either gets punished out of shield or can get punished straight up.
Oh god, thank goodness he held onto his jump there. That was sketchy. Rolls through that T-jolt. Lovely little stool in the air, but gets chased down by the dash attack. Enki scratching and clawing back that lead. Throwing out some T-jolts. Why are you F-smashing to the left? What is going on?
Big quick attack reads coming out right now from Super Striker, who's trying to predict where the rat will end up. Not finding too much success even with these back airs. And swinging out wildly with the S-smashes. Right now, Super Striker's just kind of trying to dissuade Enki from coming in at all with a bunch of fairly lifeless options. Enki finally finds a hit and doesn't get the Doesn't get the fair, but he's close currently. I can feel it. We're coming to the end of the storm. In the next
What?
minute.
How did that hit? Are you kidding me? How did he get him from all the way down there? Barely whiff punishing the F smash. Super Striker just kept swinging and swinging. But I feel like in the last few frames of the active frames of that F smash, it just sort of grew a little bit and got him. What is going on, bro?
Pikachu F smash is a fucked up move. I'll be honest. That move is huge, and any kind of hurt box shifting can just lead you to getting caught by that huge beginning sweet spot, and that is what occurs with these two, which allows Enki to get game numéro 1.
Oh god, that was only game 1. Okay, all right.
The game 1, we had 49 seconds left on the clock at the end.
These are like genuinely. These are the kind of sets I'm gonna need like heart medication for. Oh my god, this is like, I am genuinely
It's
just
always
on
the
the edge
Sonics.
of my seat.
It's always the Sonics, right?
Like genuinely, I don't like. Fair enough if like you're watching like you know the whole of the set. You know, there's like a fair bit of standoffishness, but the sets are hype. They are hype. I don't understand why people don't like. I don't know. Maybe just because it's the amount of time it takes, it is like a bit tiring. But like, oh, for me, it's worth it. For each and every like crucial climax like that, like the finishes we see the Pele sets where he's like barely getting the F smash at like the 2-second mark, and then like the kills Maze Beans are like, oh, and he like barely stays alive. These are like the moments I live for as like a Smash viewer, you know, and to be able to commentate those moments, that is like. To be able to provide like a voice and to just express how those moments make me feel. That's why I commentate, man.
Yeah. It is always so crazy when you just have those little few seconds, those little few moments to make the difference. And Enki has managed this this time, but we can see it slip up so easily. That could have been Enki going for an F smash, it barely whiffing, and Super Striker punishing with his own. I believe the two moves have incredibly similar range. We could have seen it easily in opposite situation. That is truly what makes these sets so hard to watch. Not in a bad way, in a Jesus Christ way.
in a sort of I hope you don't have anxiety and or high blood pressure kind of way. But
we would EBGAMES is not responsible for any medical issues that come across from watching it.
There you go. Marvelous. We got the disclaimer out the way. Continue at your own peril, because as soon as these guys start the next game, it's only going to be hotter from there. I must say, though, Super Striker, like, bro was kind of F-smashing for the fences. And I get that, like, you know, when it comes to the last minute, sure, maybe you're playing for whatever move that just does the most percent. But you were right. Like, the approaches and the risk taking, the risks were not at all well calculated, I feel like, from Super Striker.
Yeah, it's difficult to say because the only F smash that he actually got punished for was that final one. But do you say that was just because Enki got lucky that time, or do you say that's because Enki caught on properly and found the pattern? It's hard to judge because Sonic F Smash is a phenomenal move. It's relatively lagless, it pushes people away on shield, it kills really well, it's really fast. It's got so many things going for it, but if you fall into habits, bad habits of just taking too much for granted, that can end up being incredibly punishing in the end. So I think you might have a point that perhaps Super Striker does need to consider what his risks will lead to when he takes them, because there is such a thing as high risk, high reward. And that was one. But the question is, where can he stuff the risk, make it low risk, while keeping that similar amount of reward?
Yeah. We'll have to see. Both these two keeping it incredibly close once again. So evenly matched. But Super Striker just keeping that. Ooh, no punish on. Okay, I understand Pikachu Dash Attack can be a little bit iffy to punish when it's the late-ish. Like that, sure. When it's like the back of your shield. When it's right in front of you, you do, you know, are expected to get that punish, but it can be very, very deceptive, so I understand Super Striker's hesitance to go for it, especially on Wi-Fi. Hello! Perfect angles. Very, very nice angles from Enki to get back from that potential gimp situation up the spring.
Alex, are you currently watching the Twitch stream instead of the Discord one? Sorry. I do it. I keep doing it. Thank you for telling me. Well.
Okay. I fixed it. I'm looking at the actual Discord. Oh my goodness, my brain. Thank you so much, dude. That okay, Super Striker secured the center stage and like with a like sizable lead right now. Oh, the quick attack, a little bit iffy, but that should be a big punish. What are you doing, lad? Oh dear, Super Striker. Oh my God, what is going on right now? What is going on? How did you get away with that? What?
Yeah, Super Striker loves those reversal back airs from those situations where it seems like he should be punished, but doesn't quite actually get punished, and then puts the opponent on the back foot. Enki right now trying to answer back, big dash attack, but it doesn't lead to a kill, and it does stale the move, which will be tough. Enki's pressuring on with so many moves, and they're using so many kill moves, Galaxy, and not a single one is fighting his purges right now, fighting his mark. However, Enki, Sacred Shield, waiting, pressuring with the T-Drops at the side of the stage, parries it nicely, and right now is looking for any sort of step into the F smash. We can't quite find it. Galaxy, how will we see the first stock get taken?
Not through a kill throw just yet. I can tell you that for free. Ah, the roll in. Oh, I wasn't expecting it the one time. Why are you going jab? That was definitely meant to be a down tilt. That was not a tournament. If that was meant to be a jab, you are a bozo. But the reversal back, Super Striker gets caught greeding off the stage with a forward air. That is like the mid-level classic, I feel like. You run off stage without an aerial, and the opponent has like gone under the stage, and then they just laugh and press back in A. And then just Super Striker just swings for the fences and like I think outspaced the dash attack there, just stepped back and dodged it just a little bit, and now we're straight back to dead even, 30 seconds away from the halfway mark. All run on 4.
Super Striker says, I too can do a mid-level habit, and does a dashback F smash to punish Enki's approach. Very nice. Very
hey,
nice.
Look, that happens for a reason. They can often like work. They are very powerful in a lot of situations. They're mid-level habits because people use them too much rather than in the appropriate situation.
There is nothing mid-level, however, about Super Striker's advantage state right now, where he's put out 82% and continues it. Doesn't quite get the crossover with that back air, but if so, that could have spelled doom right now, as that one is so close to doing so. 110% racked on, and we're at the ledge right now, Galaxy, where Enki's had a fair bit of trouble. Super Striker pressures really well with back airs and F smashes and F tilts. However, he doesn't quite get the stock this time, and it's up to Enki to even up these percents. If not, that timer is ticking, as you said.
Throwing it twice. Oh dear. F smash is coming through. Both these two millimeters away, but Super Striker throws out that leggy, and Enki gets caught quick attacking just above the stage at the perfect height. That has got to hurt for Enki to just be slightly off the mark when trying to go to the ledge and getting absolutely marauded for it.
Yeah, and honestly, as Enki, I'm less so worried about the lead in terms of stocks and whether I make it back, and more so whether I can actually make back this deficit in time. Because there is only 2 minutes and 45 seconds on this clock as we speak, and there is so much work to be done, especially if Super Striker gets his mitts on Enki. Even once, you'd think that the character that has one of the best neutrals in the game, that can cap you out for an infinite amount of time, that has an amazing disadvantage state, wouldn't be able to do a lot of damage. And you'd think Ron, because game balance is a myth, Sonic can hit you so hard. We've seen it from Super Striker in this set alone. If he can get one good opening, we could maybe see Pikachu at 50, and at that point, it might be curtains.
Oh my God, there we go. Finally finds a dash attack, trying to get a cheeky thunder. Hold on, you missed that tech, and you are dead! That is a crucial error from Super Striker. Fell asleep at the wheel, and is now at least racking up a bit of percent, 42% lead. But Enki is hunting Super Striker down, and he wants to try and find this kill, unless he sees himself. No, he makes it back, but goes above the stage, bleeds more percent, and that makes this comeback harder. Still though, Enki in a position to do this maybe. Oh my God, it's messy, it's dirty. Oh, but still. Oh, Enki's hunting.
Yeah, let me add an asterisk to my previous clause. That comment only applies if you're not Enki, who gets a magnificent edge gun accept, pressures them out with 2 moves that both are incredibly deadly, and manages to tie all back up. And Galaxy, it looks like we're reaching the conclusion far earlier than we thought we might. 150% on Enki. Sonic has the ways of killing. Super Striker's using the ways of killing, but Enki has answered back. Enki has put on 77%, and Enki right now is really back in this game when all hope seemed lost.
Oh my goodness. Ball in, doesn't quite get the up air to connect. And now that F smash becomes more and more deadly to Enki, but it potentially equally as deadly to Super Striker if you throw it out at an inopportune moment. Okay, trying to get some sort of combo into that, into a follow-up back air maybe. Whiffing that grab's hard to deal with. You should be punishing that dash attack on shield, but understandable when so much else of Sonic's kit is not punishable. You sort of train yourself to avoid punishing a shield like that. Oh, Enki stalling at the ledge, but you don't have the time to do that. Drag down.
Oh, he goes
Okay,
for a
tries to call out a
huge
jump.
jump read with the down B, yeah. I was thinking back for a maybe, but no, Enki wanted it all right then, but gets back in! Off of the spin charge! Cancel with the jump. Beautiful option from Super Striker. Rarely used so far, and pulls out that trick to seal out game 2 right near the end.
Okay, I mean, Super Striker, you saw, you know, he was doing the typical stalling, the patterns, the whatever, just heading around. Fell asleep at the wheel, getting caught out at the ledge, and Enki would just started running at him like, I'm ready to go. Super Striker was like, all right, you want to play fast? We can play fast. And they just start turning up the heat out of nowhere, and until we get to like the kill situation where it just becomes that bit more tense and prickly, and you're not quite sure which way it's gonna go. But the trades, that's what Super Striker kept finding. As soon every single time that Enki, you know, was approaching, Super Striker had that button in place. Typically a back air, whether it be a quick attack or forward air. Super Striker found like 3 or 4 trades in a row, and the kill was a trade as well.
You're right indeed. Yeah, perhaps it is that choice to use the more aggressive, risky options that we spoke on earlier that actually paid dividends for Super Striker in the end.
Oh my goodness, I am.
Oh, I will say, we are 1-1 into the set. Modzai has already beaten Weiji 0-1 3-0.
Oh dear.
Shezivir is on their second winner side set, and we are 1-1.
Oh dearie me. Oh goodness gracious.
On the bright side, I know this tournament's been finishing at 2 the past 2 editions, and we're looking more so around a solid, I don't know, 12, maybe 1. So that's an improvement.
It's definitely a little bit on the better side, but I don't know. I mean, it's in France, it's 11:30 right now, so these guys, they're probably not. they probably don't want to be playing for too much longer. But I don't know. There's so much to think about, so much to deal with for both these players and I mean for the TOs as well. Huge shout outs to the tournament organization team for for these events. They're so huge, so like absolutely massive, but the team like never fails to just put on a banging event. So shout out to these guys running smooth as a freshly greased wheel. And we are straight into game 3 on a much smaller stage. Hold on. What's Battlefield doing here?
Yeah, I do want... I mean, this was Enki's counter pick, of course.
Right. Okay. I forgot about that. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I like the idea, but I don't like these dash attacks at low % from Enki. They're like, sure, they can kind of be safe if your opponent messes up, but realistically, they should be getting punished more often than not. And I would much prefer to see down tilts and maybe grabs, because the reward of a grab at low % is much higher than the reward of a dash attack. So, yeah. We'll see.
Oof. Speaking of reward, Enki gets a massive amount out of that down throw. Really solid conversion with all the late hits of up air, leading to a lot of %, a lot of damage. And maybe this is why Galaxy, we see the change in stage. Battlefield is, honestly, with the amount of space that it gives, with its platforms, just as big as PS2. Sonic can camp just as well. Pikachu can maneuver around with up B just as well. But it does give way to some really strong conversions, and we have seen Enki be very amenable to those.
No, certainly. Enki just sort of hovering around, chucking out these. Ooh, an F smash. A little bit cheeky, but oh, there we go. Drag down to that back throw. This is the edge guard sequence that we are looking for. Throwing out the thunder at the ledge. Maybe a ledge trap. No. Ooh, there we go. Nicely catch. Nicely catch. Wonderful bit of English there. Nice catch on the landing there from Enki. Catching out Super Striker's movement. Super Striker really struggling to get anything going. Gets caught on the platform once again. Enki loving these platforms. Great choice on stage.
Yeah, looks like this counter pick is serving Enki incredibly well so far. However, this ledge trap does seem dangerous. Obviously, the platforms hanging right next to ledge does give Super Striker a lot of options in terms of how he will place his back airs, where he will drop down and opt for F smashes or F tilts. It does give you a lot of mix-up options. Enki, though, had a nair. I feel like it should have been...
He's alive!
Yeah, he'll be just fine Pikachu with that recovery, and he caught... Okay, I need to shut my mouth, because I thought that the down smash or the up smash was guaranteed. Clearly not. Enki going for it and can't find that either.
I think it's because the last hit of the drag down Nair was a little bit high.
Very possibly,
It's because the hits are quite spaced out between each other. There's a chance that like one of them will hit, and then right as you touch the ground was right before the next hit of it was about to come out, so it's not like as guaranteed. But yeah, when the multi hits are slightly further spaced apart, it sometimes gives window for the combo to drop, and I think that's what happened there. But I mean, still, you'd expect, you know, Enki to go for that every time. And now, yeah, going for the grabs when dash attack, I feel like, you know, is maybe the better option. But still, like, obviously, you've got the threat of the up throw as well, especially with the slightly lower stage ceiling. Oh, Super Striker changing the angle, coming down with the Nair. Maybe trying to get a combo off a bit, but lovely shield pressure calls out that spot dodge. Gets absolutely smothered. Enki creating pressure like it ain't no big thing. And a beautifully executed finish to that first Super Striker stock.
Indeed, Enki finally getting rid of that elusive first stock that he's been wanting for so long. After getting such an early lead, it must feel hard to have to work so hard to still find that stock. But in the end, he does. And we did see him do 70 earlier. I'm sure we can see him do 54. That would even up this game.
Whoa. I mean, coming in from downtown, I'm surprised that found its target, but yeah, no punish either. And now, ooh, landing there, doesn't get the full hop for the back air, short top instead. Ah! Oh my god, down tilts and F smashes and all sorts coming out of the ledge. Stops short, wasn't expecting it, but there we go, gets a grab.
Doesn't quite lead into anything, unfortunately, and he just gets F smashed again. I told you, that F smash on shield is utterly disgusting, the way it pushes back Super Striker, just opting for yet another one, and that does catch. And Enki just wasn't, I think, mentally prepared for it, and as a result doesn't quite DI it correctly, and as a result is now down a whole stock. A lot of work to be done here, and it is that situation that I described, I believe in game 2, that it feels like it should be hopeless. But Enki has the odds before, and you saw that setup, Galaxy. He wanted ledge trip down air, and what a setup that would have been.
He wanted it so bad, but he doesn't quite find it. He grabs the ledge a little bit early, so he sort of trumps himself. Congratulations, you played yourself, but he calls out the jump. This is a Super Striker with no jump that has to land. Oh, but beautiful height of the down air in order to not get the landing lag and able to shield pretty much straight away. Not quite what Enki was expecting. Gets another downer. That's the down airs we started to see in the first game. Spacing around the spin dash and throwing out down air. Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
Yeah, Enki right now, honestly, has maybe emo words once more. However, he doesn't quite find anything anymore. Super Striker, 50% up, does have a lot of leeway here and is probably looking for just a few more hits, maybe up to 100, and then he can start with the S-Smashes again. And with 1 minute and 28 seconds on the clock, Galaxy, that is exactly when those sort of strategies are at their strongest, where you can be as careless as you want because your opponent is going to be so desperate to try and catch up in any meaningful way, and Super Striker is just waiting for the seconds to tick down until he can start being ignorant.
Yep. I don't know though. We've seen where carelessness gets Super Striker before. Oh, but no, with that call out on that air dodge. Oh, hang on, quick attack at the ledge, drags down into the back air. He's got an edge guard situation potentially, ends up going high, but fakes back to the ledge. Oh my goodness, resetting the situation with a dash attack. Enki is hunting, but gets reversed on, and he gets melted by that massive gloved right hand of the fastest hedgehog alive. Super Striker is, like you say, just literally word for word exactly what you said, preying on the desperation of the opponent.
Yeah. That was just, it was a phenomenal catch on the edge guard attempt from Enki, and then just sets up really nicely. Enki was too far away from the ledge, and as a result had to leave that little gap of vulnerability that Pikachu doesn't usually tend to have, that Super Striker makes Great use of catching out.
Oh, cooking.
Very nicely played. Very nicely played. And we did see that go down to 30 seconds again, or somewhere close to that. But ultimately, that's what you have to do. Clearly, it's a game of whittling down your opponent right now until you can eventually slot in that final piece of the puzzle. And Super Striker is the one that has managed to do so twice in a row now. He's looking up 2-1. He's got a big, I feel, mentality lead going into the next game as well, because Enki always seems so strong at the beginning of every single game. And then Super Striker just steals it away from him, steals all manner of momentum. And in the end, it's the one that comes out on top. And that must feel soul crushing to work so hard to get so far and then have it slip away at the final moments.
Yeah, in the immortalized words, that so often recited, I tried so hard, and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Banger of a song, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, genuinely, like, oh my goodness, I blast that. I don't know a damn thing about Linkin Park aside from that song. I blast that song so much.
That should come on once a karaoke night for sure.
Oh no, yeah, literally, I've been brainstorming karaoke night. Oh, go, you good?
Sorry.
No worries.
I misclicked.
But I've been brainstorming karaoke night lately. Wait, that was best of 3?
That was best of 3?
That was best of 3.
Wait, there's no way.
Wop wop.
There's no way that they saw it Super Striker and Enki and they made that specifically best of 3. That's not what happened, right, Fabs? By the way.
Wait, hang on.
Hi, Fabs.
They're
Hello.
starting.
Oh wait, they're still going.
Fabs is here. They think it's game 4. They think
Fabs.
it's all over.
Oh,
The
I'll
stream
go back
runner
to
is
being-
wrong.
No, stay. You better stay with us.
No.
I want
Everyone, welcome Fabs to the stream. This is going to be a trycast.
You're trapped
From
now,
now
bitch.
on.
You're trapped with us. There's no escape.
Welcome to
it's
our
Sonic
own personal
Pikachu all the
hell,
way
Fabian.
down, baby.
Welcome, Copter.
I was gonna leave the beauty of this set to you guys, you know?
That's so
Oh,
kind of
King.
you.
There's no real need though, since you're already here.
Come on,
Good day.
sharing's caring, guys.
So from what I saw, Enki went 1-0 up, but now he's 2-1 down, right?
Yeah. This is 2-1 to Super Striker right now, and like the first two were super close. Game 3 was a 2-stock, so Super
Right.
Striker's like getting the hang of things. Enki counterpicked Battlefield game 3 and got kind of messed up, so now we're going Hollow Bastion apparently.
Yeah. I think Enki just realized the amount of space that Sonic could like pilot around him was just was too much with Battlefield, and ultimately, yeah. Even though he's getting really big conversions, by the end that wasn't happening because Super Striker was just holding on to stocks.
What I seem to notice is because I've watched this matchup so many times because I watch Coinbox a lot, and obviously Sonic's and Shiny Michael play a lot. And the
Oh,
thing
of
that
course.
Sonic does really well, right, is he'll use that invincibility hop of spin dash to
Yeah.
go through T-jobs. It has enough time to kind of bypass it, and then he can run up and punish Pikachu, because obviously you don't really hear punishing and Pikachu in the same sentence when it's one character doing that to Pikachu, right? It's usually
Yeah.
the other way. But you know, there is a way that Sonic can kind of like hide under and kind of punish him in that way, because obviously he's fast enough. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to Super. I guess Super Striker's kind of utilizing tools like that more and more, the specials more.
Yeah. He's also been clanging with T-Drops a lot, or just straight beating them out,
Okay.
which has definitely helped as well. It hasn't quite let it, the punishes that you described, but it's definitely managed to break the zone that Enki's putting up. And speaking of zone breaks, Enki typically has been starting off really strong, but in this stock, you can't say the same, can you? Super Striker seems to just own it, where he slowly chipped out his opponent, then gets a big decisive F smash. And yeah, pretty much, Fabs, the way that stocks get taken in this game, F smash or back air.
Makes sense.
I mean, in all fairness to Enki, they've had some absolutely incredible moments, like capitalizing on Super Striker getting caught up off stage and immediately going for the jugular and finding that, and spacing really nicely around like spin dash in a lot of situations as well, just calling out where Super Striker wanted to go a lot in the early goings, which has forced Super Striker to like change their means of approaching the routes they take. But these dash attacks have been, in my opinion, the biggest weakness of Enki's game plan. Oh my god, look at that spacing. What did I tell you about the spacing? Oh.
F smashes and back airs.
How do you avoid it?
I don't know. Just go to ledge, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, typically that option beats neutral get up, it beats get up attack, and it can be roll, and then it also beats jump from ledge, and then it beats drop down jump from ledge, and then it
Yeah, get cooked.
yeah, GG's.
L to you.
Get cooked indeed, and it feels like Enki's got the ingredients to kind of like make it kind of even a set. He was kind of like you guys said, he was struggling at the start, or I guess he was winning at the start. Kind of got too stocked, and then now it's kind of like whose games is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually really like that analogy because it seems like the recipe for success has been there. He's definitely had the lead at times. It definitely seems like he could have won a few of the games, but it just has kind of slipped out of his grasp. But maybe now he's finally got all the tools he needs to properly cook.
Yeah, all the proper utensils. The knives have been sharpened. The spatulas have been properly washed up, and now it is time. If you can get off the ledge, that is though just perfectly dealt with. As soon as oh my goodness, going underneath the stage, trying to put the spring out on his head as well. Super Striker is managing Enki at the ledge, genuinely just shepherding like a sheepdog. This is insane.
I've seen so many F smashes from the Super Striker. Like he really wants
So
to stop
many.
first, and I get why because it's so deceptive. The range, how not exactly lagless, but how low end lag it has as well, and the hurtbox shift. You can get away with it.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
see
no,
that
there
he's
it
letting
is.
it rip.
It's broken as
Oh,
hell.
there we go. There's the down air. What am I saying about the down air around the spin dash? It is the jewel in Enki's crown throughout this set has been that beautiful down air. I think it's like a slight hurtbox shift up as well, but oh my god, I did not expect him to be able to convert into the thunder, but Super Striker calls out the exact height that Enki's hovering, and we are down to one more stock for Enki to survive in this tournament. Super Striker trying to get this rat out of the kitchen, but Enki is saying, let me cook!
Yeah, that is a rare catch from Super Striker, seeing with the up smash. He's gone for it a few times, it hasn't really worked out, but finally he gets the good read that allows him to get back into this game pretty smoothly. And now, Fabs, how do you think this will end up? So far, Super Striker's been the one that's managed to clutch it out pretty consistently, but Enki did get that first game by clutching one of these last hit situations, and it might be the case again.
Yeah, it's just a case of like, how does he keep up? Because every time Enki gets a lead, it seems like Super Striker's right back in there. Do you know what I mean? He gets it back in blood straight away.
I agree.
It's just like, how do you keep this, maintain a lead against Sonic? You know what I mean? When he's faster than you, when he controls the pace, what do you do to kind of like make sure that, you can kind of get your turn back? It's like an RPG game, but like, it's just not your turn yet. And it just never seems to be your turn. Seems like Enki has all these spells and all of that, but it's just getting cancelled out when Super Striker catches up eventually. He was a stock lead already, right? Earlier on, both times. But now look, the percents are kind of evenish, even in Super Striker's favor right now.
Yeah.
Potential regrab situation there. Super Striker just hunting Enki down. I don't think Super Striker's been hit for a little while. There we go, finally. Oh my goodness, if that upper connected and it was over.
Yeah, Super Striker right now is playing at a really, really mean pace, to be honest. Enki right now is really struggling to find any sort of meaningful hit because he just keeps on dancing around him, and then, when he least expects it, strikes superbly, one might say. And right now, it just seems so hard for Enki to find a foothold on this tall mountain he has to climb. Super Striker has so much pressure now, pushes Enki off stage, and this is where we find a lot of the kills so far.
Oh, they both make it back, both rolling at the same time. Oh my goodness. Both got the exact same mindset. He's just whiffing grab in place. The hurtbox shift forward saved him from the grab. Enki's hanging on to the ledge. That's a regrab if he goes back, but he doesn't. Makes it to center stage. Commits heavy with that F smash, but no punish. And now Enki. Oh, fakes have a punch.
And finally, they're slowing it down. You saw Super Striker. The one thing about him, he lets you know his game plan. No hiding, no nothing. No ambiguity. I'm going to do this, and that, and you're going to get hit by it. He's doing that every single time. Avoids the down air. Just trying to get center stage, being kept to the ledge. It's all Enki right now.
Oh, Enki went for a big ledge shot. We've already got 9 seconds on the clock, and I think it might be over. Surely Sonic can just get away. Surely, yeah, Enki just gives up with that down B. Can't find the fair, can't put the side B or anything. I like the option though, but it's just too little, too late.
Oh, not the teabag!
Insult to injury.
Hey, that's so rude.
Oh my god.
Insult to injury.
You have 4 sets that go to the last, 4 games that go into the last minute, and you teabag 3 times in a dash attack. The poor rat in the face. That is rude.
That was 2009 Randy Orton levels of viciousness right there. Just the disrespect, the spit in the face, and then the punt kick kicking that rat down the stairs. See ya later, bozo. Enjoy 7th. I'm off to make greatness happen. Goodness me. The legend killer. Whew.
Indeed. We finally escape our first loser set as Neeroz and Solo might be coming to an end.
I'm just sad the end of Enki's run was here, man. I don't know if you guys saw the bracket, but Enki has been on an absolute tear in losers.
We discussed earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you guys discussed or not, but he's been going crazy. He's like just go all the way up here, top 8 loser side, just edging it out against some others, but losing unfortunately to Striker in that bit of a long haul of a set,
Yeah.
But I think I want to commend Striker though, because like. You always say, "Oh, it's such a pain fighting Sonic on Wi-Fi and that," but I feel like also having the mental stamina to keep that up, not differing from the game plan. That's what I said before. Striker lets you know his game plan. There's no trap card, no hiding, nothing. I'm gonna be doing this. It's up to you if you can figure out how to beat it. If you're not, then you're losing. Enki thought he had an answer, but just couldn't. That's what I talked about maintaining. I feel like maintaining is so. It's like the key word against Sonic, right? How do you maintain a lead versus him? And Enki doesn't have the answer.
Unfortunately, not. He doesn't quite manage to figure out the response to that test. And instead, we've got a new one. We should be getting Siro and M4E.
One of my favorite EU players. M4E, I don't know how you guys feel or how the chat feels, but M4E has, ever since Glory, has been creeping up to be one of my favorite players to spectate. He is so methodical. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then sometimes he'll switch it up and be super aggressive, but most of the time he's hanging back with those Sephiroth normals, and he is, I don't know, man. He's clinical, really clinical.
You like any player that has that kind of precision. Is always beautiful to see. A lot of the advantage of some of the best characters in this game is to be able to just swing. You can just sort of swing, and there's not much your opponent can do about it. And while that's certainly true to a certain extent of Sephiroth, maybe forward air, and like F tilt maybe, but like besides that, you kind of like committing to anything because you're so fragile as a character. Any sort of commitment you make has to be like quite well thought out. But the reward you get from such a thing is very, very nice indeed. So to see a player, when you see just, the kill moves being swung all over the place, and then you look at M4E, this sniper that just picks apart their opponent, that can be so refreshing and so just enticing to witness.
Precision is a really interesting word because, we can't ignore the elephant in the room, that is the fact that we are playing on the least precise thing possible. Obviously, IBGAMES does allow the delay mod, which could help him out. I don't know if he plays with it, but if not, then a character like Sephiroth, which does require a bit more finesse, can certainly see some difficulties, I feel.
I feel like you guys make some really good points about how they both play. Well, mostly like M4E, right? Because I think we all know how Sintro plays with his Rob.
Oh yeah, it's Rob.
Very gyro reliant. Exactly, yeah. Rob as well. Like in general, it's like very gyro reliant. Really good autopilot. Like he's got a really solid game plan.
Yeah.
But more so on M4E's side, how does he kind of like live for so long? I feel like longevity is so important against Rob because he will be finding those cheese kills, right? Sephiroth is so light, and he's big. Okay.
Shifty air dodge, but gets away with it.
So going back to that, it's like, how do you punish him? How do you stay alive as well while maintaining a lead with Seth?
Obviously, if you're going to commit, then that's like, you've got to be absolutely precise, and that's why getting bopped into the gyro. You got to watch out for when that gyro's behind you. Awareness of the positioning of the gyro is a really, really big thing as well. Lovely catch on that up smash, I gotta say, but just being aware of exactly where that gyro is at any point. The little shiggy wiggy of Sintro, the Rob, just shifted back and forth. Like, where am I gonna go?
Yeah. And I think that only wasn't more percent because M4E was slightly in the air when the combo started, but air dodge. But he did bring that back incredibly quickly. He has a really nice up smash catch, and so far has just not kind of let Sintro off stage. In fact, the only time that Sintro gets back is when he gets off the Angel platform, perhaps, and he gets sent into the blast zone.
Oh no!
A little bit of
Oh!
I'm
buffer.
so sorry for complimenting a player. This is what happens every time.
Oh my goodness, there we go. I mean, yeah, there you go. Awareness of the position of the gyro. Do you gotta be having it, or you're gonna get straight up into that gyro and make an
Oof.
absolute Tom Tit of yourself?
These catches, though, right now with the aerials, M4E is doing a phenomenal job of juggling Rob, which isn't necessarily the easiest. Siro does answer back really quickly with a lot of these conversions. However, it should be said, M4E's got a really nice command of advantage state at the moment.
Look at the ledge pressure. Like he's forcing him to kind of approach him M4E, and obviously with big aerials, big normals, he can't contest. And he's staying on the ledge, and he's hanging on it by a thread, but that back air just finds him every time. Look, swinging on him with the F tilt, keeping him in, burning the gas. You know, the petrol prices are rising for a reason. M4E doing a great job showing it in Italy as well. Oh my god, slicing that little toy in half.
It's another back air at the ledge. It's another amazingly placed move where Siro just wants to get back on. He's like, I'm tired, let me play. And everyone says, yes, you can play on your next stock, where he just gets some amazing hits in. And as a result, has a really nice lead. And this time he hasn't down aired it away.
I like that. I like the movement attempting to plank. Siro a little bit too patient there, and he gets straight back to the ledge, getting bopped by this big sword. Still. Ooh, the blade dash not quite at the right spacing. Avoids the gyro, but gets bopped on the nose by that forward air. Just the viciousness, the whack of that forward air.
He put him in a great position as well. Like, kind of put him on the ledge, and he was like, kind of doing the same thing before he's been doing to him. Like, he's putting hitboxes out, but he doesn't actually want to hit with them. He just wants it as a spacing tool to put you in a pocket where he can actually punish you with the next move. And that was actually really good adaptation from Siro to kind of like make it his turn as well. And they're both just they're making each other blow up on the ledge.
Yeah.
That's what they seem to be dying.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you made a mistake? It's time to blow up now.
Yeah.
And you saw that immediately from Siro. They rolled off the ledge and they rolled to center. They're like, please, get me off the ledge, get me off the ledge. I just need center.
Yeah, it's not specifically strings we're seeing that leads to damage. It's always just these long advantage states that result from juggles or results from, as you guys have pointed out, ledge play. And so far, it's M4E that's making the best use of it. He does have a short percent lead, but as you mentioned at the very beginning, Fabs, Sephiroth is tall and light, and Rob might be big, but he's heavy as hell. Right now, I would say the percent's actually quite even, considering that up smash could have been it, and M4E was pressuring out for the down smash, but doesn't quite get it. M4E manages to find a fair and seals out that first game with a great read at the ledge yet again.
I think that down smash armor saved him because Siro was spamming down tilt, spamming it. It was, you know, if your CQC options are in shield, Rob is going to be doing one thing and one thing only, right? But the down smash armor the other way actually helped him kind of armor through stuff and get his own advantage started. And he's able to find that kill. That was kind of clutch from M4E.
Yeah, I mean, when you're one of the least overpowered, potentially even underpowered fighter past two characters, you take every strength you can get, man. You got Pyramid running out with infinite speed. You got Steve building new stages. Sephiroth, he gets a jump. He gets more damage, but he does get armor.
He's got armor sometimes too.
Armor sometimes, and that armor actually does lead to a win. So maybe it's just as good as his bits.
You don't have to pretend. But, but I mean, honestly though, there was a moment there, M4E like landed right on the on top of that gyro and got bopped right next to Siro. But Siro was facing to the left, M4E was on the right. If Siro had caught on with a cheeky little turnaround grab, that could have been it. So I mean, we were one interaction going either way there for M4E. Like that like both of these players, that game absolutely could have gone either way. Just in those last little moments there, both these two have the opportunities and have the potential to make this happen, but we'll have to see if Siro can turn this around or M4E can prove that they are the M for me and you.
Yeah, I will point out, by the way, it would seem that Solo has DQ'd out of loser's side of the bracket. Maybe he was simply too scared of Super Striker. Maybe he didn't want to go from Pikachu to Sonic. Two very punishing characters. The world will never know. But the winner of this will be fighting WayJ01, and then will be guaranteed to play Super Striker in the set after that. Which is really interesting, because I believe M4E actually... Did he fall to Super Striker? That might be the case. Oh no, Solo actually. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say
M4E
M4E.
will be really happy that Solo's the one that's not in his path.
Oh dearie, dearie.
He's
me,
got
that
to take
is-
out Sintro first, and Sintro's doing a really good job this stock until I cursed him. Maybe he's getting clicked underneath by the Nares. A little bit of poetry in motion, and oh my god, letting it run just right there. The one wing is out now. This is where they can kind of push their advantage. They got a second jump to work with. They got armor on the smash attacks, loads of speed, and look at that, all the way out there.
Beautiful
my
catch.
goodness. Soaring like a bird. Absolutely beautiful use of the airspace there. Speaking of airspace, now get back here. Chasing him down with that up air. Sensing blood. You're running out of fuel in the tank. I got plenty more money in the bank, baby. I'm ready to cash in any single chance that you let me.
Sephiroth kind of, between Nair and Side B, Sephiroth clicks a lot. Do you reckon he's like the kind of guy that goes, oh, rats, like, at the same time?
I mean, with his aesthetic of being like quite like dark and
Yeah,
gothy, I think he's like in the basement at them poetry shows. You know what I mean? When people are clicking, I feel like that's him. That's why I call him poetry in motion, because that's what he does, man. Beautiful character, but also be making them shows happen. And oh man, speaking of shows, I'm about to start starting an applause right now, because Sintro doing a standing ovation for this scene right now. And look at M4E being pressured. Those down tilts, I'm telling you.
I was going to say, hold your applause, bro, because he's still not finished. The performance is still ongoing. Sintro, lots and lots of damage put onto M4E, who answers back with a commanding up smash on the platform.
That is conditioning. Conditioning, baby. M4E have been throwing out these up smashes. Not a single one of them was uncharged until that one. Because Sintro's been getting away with air dodging through all of them. M4E's like, and I know exactly what you're going to do when. And check this one out, Bozo. Get smashed.
Bit of an unspaced back air there on M3, but ill-advised. They're going to get grabbed for it. Now they're at the ledge, all from that back air, by the way. The gyro getting pushed away. Thank God. Never mind. No God indeed. No angel needed. No one wing there at all. But still has the 3 shadow flares just floating around this blow robot.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and he times his ledge grab wrong, and as a result does eat a little bit of a set, not too much though. M4E right now is going to take every hit he can get though. 92% is actually where we've been seeing kill hereabouts. So he might be looking to take away another game very shortly with that up air capture, maybe with an up smash, maybe he's throwing out kill moves now, but he has the Liberty Suit. This is a huge lead, and we haven't even seen Wing yet.
Blimey, no need to as well. Might not need it. We'll have to see. Let's jump around.
Yeah,
Bam!
there it is.
Hops back, slices that robot in half. Goes straight for that weirdly thin little like middle bit in the middle of Rob. It's weird that like such a heavy robot is held up by such like a thin central piece that if this was realistic, that robot would you just poke him in the middle, he'd probably fold in half.
That spine's pretty thin, and if you break a spine, you can't move anymore.
Keel over and die. So yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's pretty accurate to an army. What do you think, Fabs?
I think Sephiroth has a cool sword.
I think you're right, bro. I think he's making really good use of it.
Musamane or something?
Yeah,
it's
cool.
It is
pretty
sick.
cool.
That's my thoughts.
Do you really like Japanese swords, Fabs?
I actually do, yeah. Do.
Glorious Nippon steel.
I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way M4 uses it is the reason why he's 2-0 up.
I mean, we should point out those backheads are being used expertly. You might ask, oh, why is he just full hopping or double jumping over him? It's because M3's already caught that idiot. He's literally he's put Sintro off stage with those jump reads and then chases him with fares. It's so difficult to get around the hitboxes that M4's putting out right now because of how consistently he mixes up timings and spacings.
Yeah, the only time he seems to be getting caught out sometimes is when he's throwing these backheads towards Sintro at the ledge. When he's getting a bit pressured, he'll throw out a few backheads, which are a bit ill-advised, not really spaced too well. And that's the only time Sintro's able to get a punish him. When it's center stage, where M4 has so much space to work around with, he can be so ambiguous on where he's going to land, and it's catching Sintro out a lot.
Yeah.
Alright then. Straight off the gate though, okay, hang on. Sintro has had a little change of mentality. He says, alright, I've had enough of this. Get on the ledge, you stay there. We're going back to game 1, where you lived on the ledge, and I lived in the sun. Get a taste of that JV, that perfect 0 to death.
That gyro play was phenomenal. The way he threw it down, up and around, the way he was constantly mixing in hitboxes and gyro throws, and the way he just pressures M3 down to the point where he has no resources and chokes the life out of the side B. That was beautiful advantage state.
That's just merciless right there. But M4E is trying to get straight back to our regularly scheduled programming, putting on a hell load of damage. But ooh, slightly off the spacing of that blade dash. Gets caught by the laser. Siro trying to throw hands, doesn't get punished. Lovely tomahawk down tilt. Love the movement. I think that's really what's starting to get Siro back into this game. The movement, the evasiveness, and the excellent maneuvering, but never mind. Gets caught by another charge up smash. That is this robot's Achilles heel, even though he doesn't even have a heel.
Yeah, it seems to be catching him a lot off that ledge. I feel like Sintro's getting a bit too happy with just jumping off, kind of autopiloting. Just wanted to get back to center stage any way they can, and that's really punishing him. That, you know, sweet spot up smash. Both times he's got these kills, by the way, in this set so far, but has one wing now. Can build on this lead, or I guess bring back the lead in his favor.
Just grab, getting buried in the ground, getting caught at long range by this gyro, and just causing problems, though, in return is M4E. Just clicking, throwing out that sword, just saying, oh, perfectly spaced.
You see the hops? Oh my god. All the way out there, pincering him. Sharp as a... That's Masamune for you, bro.
Yeah, that is 8 beautiful layers of folded Nippon steel, but oh, never mind, it's gone.
Answer back. I mean, still, after such a amazing 0 to death at the very beginning of the game, M4E has managed to tie up the stocks completely and is still pressuring Siro here and now. 50% racked on. I can't believe these extensions right now. The way he's pressuring space as well. M4E is playing such a phenomenal pace, a phenomenal advantage state.
Love the option from Siro to go for the back throw toss instead of the up throw kind of for fair damage, because it's kind of like offset, unsafe on hit from the fair. Recognized that, but M4E recognized that and teched it, by the way. So, you know, they're both thinking. Sounds so simple, but they're both, you know, both thinking in these situations, which are, you know, quite close right now. It's kind of a pivotal game, I'd say. You know, you either move on or you bring it to a game 4 where Siro can bring it back. But F smash.
Hold on.
No kill though.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
and barely
quite.
able to make it back himself.
We're 17% off wing though. That is would have actually been enough to do it, and we're still seeing Siro 100% where we've seen him perish in previous stocks to these steps. And what an amazing grab! After all of these space aerials, he just dashes in and puts Siro off stage. M4E still has mix-ups in the pocket in terms of timings.
And he's just fading into these back airs every time, doesn't matter where he goes.
Yeah.
And if he holds shield for too long, he's just gonna get grabbed.
Such a threatening move and just get caught up in the net, but here's wing.
What is going on?
Press that? Why would you press that?
Go. No other option. Nah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
No, my guy just took a page out of Super Striker's book. He was like, yeah, I'll just F smash, whatever. Eat this Mega Smash, bozo. Oh my god. What is that? But the shield pump fakes, they were just that was just, oh my, there are no words that can grace how dumb and how equally beautiful that was. And I for one am glad, because I get to see more of this set. This set's been banging so far. It's flown by. We're on game 4 already. It should be over, but we're on game 4. What on earth?
I can't believe he just said, you know what, I'm just gonna let it rip.
It's gonna do it.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, I don't know.
Whatever, you're down 2-0, like, you got everything to gain, I feel like, in that situation. So
Yeah.
just
You
like,
just-
use
yeah.
the pressure, don't let it get to you, just be like, nah, you're gonna mess up, I'll just do something stupid, and you're gonna mess up, get cooked.
Yeah, I mean, he just got wing. There was about a 30% lead. A lot of the elements of the match were pointing in the favor of M4E there. So with Sephiroth having a pretty lackluster shield, perhaps going for those sort of gambits at the end of games where people are most scared and most pressured and most shaky can definitely pay off.
Mad. Absolute bit of madness from Siro. MPE's probably just sat back in their chair right now, just looking at the screen. After how many hours of playing this Wi-Fi tournament, to be on the verge of closing out this losers 7th set, just being on the verge of just tapping it in, easy 3-0, just get clowned on. And at that point, there's a lot to question in your life that's led you to this moment. Oh my goodness, that is funny. Ah, well, plenty more time to make up for it. Here we go then, stepping into game number 4. M4E's thinking, oh, you cheeky little devil. But like you say, these players are still thinking. They're still being very cognizant of their options. Even if it looks silly, there's still a reason behind it. That looked like a misinput, but you never know.
And misinputs will, tend to happen, whether it's offline or online, whatever. But oh man, we're back to M4E's game. You know what I mean? Just pressuring him in the corner, getting any way he can. But Siro trying to fight out. Big F tilt. I love that move. Just swings, punches him right in the jaw. But the jab coming from M4E, I love that. Not exactly the best out of shield. What better way to use your jab?
Yeah, just
We'll punish spot dodge as well.
Slapping. Bit of a weird trade. Both of them going the same way. Ended up next to each other. Oh, the tech chase. Oh, I thought he might be able to find something more of that.
Oh my
Bingo!
god.
The gyro catching him on the way back to the ledge. That's one of the biggest weaknesses of Sephiroth. How long he lingers at the ledge when trying to. Oh my god! Chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
Yeah, Siro. I feel like we've seen consistently that he's just got an absolutely incredible advantage state they can make amazing use of.
I like the option for the burner boost to try and, cover any high option, but you went too far to the left, and M4E kind of recognized that. But the big laser stopping him in his tracks, still getting fed, getting the gyro to his back to his hand, doesn't use it much though, has to use it again, burn a bit more fuel to get back to stage, and he's just burning that fuel now, and that's what M4E can kind of capitalize, if you're just forcing him into the air and using those slow aerials, M4E has so much time to punish you, especially with sword aerials.
Indeed, indeed. And he has made another excellent effort at evening up right now. Doesn't get hit by that F smash. Just about evading out on it. And now has wing for pretty much the rest of this stock, which he can do serious damage with. We've already seen it. That he parades around the stage so nicely, unless he gets caught out by a poorly spaced aerial and just not great DI on the up smash, leads to a really early stock loss. An amazing lead for Siro, who will be
the footstool! He's gimped! No, he made it! Oh my god, I thought he was gimped. That was cold from Siro. If he, the footstool into the gyro at ledge. That, oh my god.
I was speechless, by the way. I just want to let you guys know that. I held my breath for so long.
Another down tilt ledge, sending him off. M4E is courting death right now, going from being on the verge of securing a comfortable 3-0 to now A, getting clowned on, and B, being more than a whole stock down. Oh no, Siro. Don't do this to him.
This is what I was talking about with Sephiroth's weaknesses before the set even started. When you're so light, you're so susceptible to cheese, especially against Rob. You know what I mean? So
Rob's amazing at cheesing and amazing at catching out tall people as well, but so are those backheads. And M4E still has wing now. He still has really good combos at this point and really good ways to pressure out Rob.
Okay, M4E right now is kind of pressuring him. That extra wing kind of helping him. But okay, double down tilt doesn't take it. Goes for the gyro instead. Maybe just wanted to set up.
Yeah, Siro was looking for maybe a roll out or roll in with that, but doesn't quite find either. Instead, a down smash should have literally done it, and he's going for a lot of aggressive reads on that right now, but they're not working. He doesn't M4 is mixing up so well.
It's such a scramble.
What is going on, bro? What is going on? Just random up smash, going back to the well one too many times, trying to get the earth tilt, and it's not going to work out. And then, the dash up, the fake dash up. There we go. This time you're able to get a grab. They're desperate for the cheese, though. You see that down there. Oh, they might go into the depths for this one. They're thinking about it. They're considering it, but MP's saying, I got gas to spare. Nah. I'm going to wait for that downer.
Oh my god, great jump. Great jump from Siro.
Yeah.
Gets the gyro in hand as well. Rolls in from Siro and he's living.
I'm stood on my chair right now.
M4E right now is clinging on to Dylan, and he might get. Oh, I thought that was going to be a dash and up smash. I thought that was it, but it's not. Both these players are still looking for a way to win the game. Gyro's right behind him. He doesn't want to get caught. He doesn't want to get either fads. He's so close to death.
So close to death. He's literally kissing it right now.
He got the gyro. What a Z catch! Oh no, he got it with a forward air even.
Oh my god.
No.
It's so tough.
Oh my god, and now, going from being on the verge of closing out a comfortable 3-0, how many times do I have to repeat myself because I thought this set would be over by now? M4E just disappears into the depths, and now going from being on the verge of winning 3-0 to you are now down back to game 5. And just what do you do? What do you do internally, psychologically? What do you say to yourself to try and bring things back after a clown loss and then a heartbreaking loss?
You breathe, pretty much. You breathe and you tell yourself that you won those first 2 games for a reason, and that there is a success there, and every single success is replicable to some degree. M4E has won this twice. He was on the verge of winning a third time. It's clear he could do it. He just needs to not get in his own head. He needs to chill. He needs to make sure that he's putting up that zone that he was doing before, because Siro right now is getting so much success off of breaking it and entering with really strong opening offensive gambits that leads to a lot of percent or stocks, and eventually leads that M4E always has to climb back from. So
I just feel like he was. Sorry to cut you off, Son, but I just feel like
fine.
he was getting these kills off the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was
that's what I'm saying.
cheesing M4E at the start. Towards the end, M4E was applying a lot of pressure, and he was kind of coming back. He could have won that game. I just feel like it's more so of how he starts the game.
Yeah, agreed. It's literally both of the games that Siro has won. He started out with a 0 to death, and I think a huge lead, like 1 stock to 50 on the first stocks, and that has literally been it, as you said. And here we see a complete switch up in tempo right now. M4E is already playing safer and has already been given a bit more time to put up walls with side Bs, with up airs, with fairs. He has already put on a bit more of a zone, and Siro, you can already see, is having a bit more trouble getting in without getting hurt for it.
Oh, just in a much better place right now. Just, oh my goodness, look at that. Hops down right
Beautiful
next to the
gyro.
gyro, picks it up, and then parries Siro's approach. Just that, okay, I could take it all the way back. This man is
Amazing conversion.
composed. A stone cold killer in the face of a reverse 3-0.
That conversion was so well found there into back air. Even the latest hit back air will do when you're so close to the blast zone. M4E is so aware and so ready for that to occur. And it's just amazing pickup and kill and lead that we hadn't seen at the beginning of either games. And this is literally just what I was saying. If he can put up that zone and put up this early lead, I feel like he could have it. I feel like he can just establish that pressure from the beginning. And now M4E looks like he's so comfortably in the driver's seat. He don't even need a seatbelt. There's no danger to him right
Oh
now.
my god, bro. This is insane. Where has this come out from? I feel like M4E was looking like a little bit of a mouse in the earlier game at the start. Now he's gone back to the Italian stallion for real, right? He's just setting that lead, you know, setting an example. 3 stocks to 1, and he's sitting pretty.
This ain't just pretty, this is beautiful right here from M4E. A master class in going back to what works, into finding your rhythm, but Siro catching onto that rhythm is a little bit well, just tuning into the wavelength, catching that roll back and getting an up smash, and if your time is now, Siro. If you're ever gonna make this comeback, you're gonna do it in these early percents. Get that gyro in your hand and be ready to convert. That could have been your moment, but Siro not quite ready for it.
Yeah, and it will be, and it should be said, it should be all the more difficult when you go up, when you bring it back to 2-2. It's an amazing feeling. It feels like everything's in your control, and to just have that momentum sort of snapped from its jaws, right out of the jaws of defeat, just like that.
Oh my God.
It's quite the hard feeling, because you just thought that you had control of everything, and all of a sudden your reality shifted. Siro is still trying to substitute his reality with his own, but it's not quite working. M4E is getting so much pressure out, so much damage out, and 111 is the percent we've seen Rob die out consistently. Fabs, is there a way that Siro gets back into this?
It's Rob. You can never count Rob out. He can take your stocks in a flash, and Siro is a really good converter at stuff like that. Doesn't get the kill there with the up smash. He's been a bit raw with that move, but okay, gyro in hand. No edge guard though, just for a dead. These kind of reads aren't doing too much against M4E. We can kind of still out the recovery. This is fine. He's not in any danger, and he can still plank on the ledge like you were talking about earlier, Galaxy. He's got options. You know, throwing the gyro straight away, kind of just giving M4E all the stage control he needs, especially with one wing.
All the time and space in the world, not with his own gyro. You don't do him like that. Don't end his
Does
tournament
he have any
run
gas?
with his own gyro.
Yeah,
Barely
he
just enough.
had the jump, which is what actually allows him to get back to stage.
Okay.
Oh my!
What an up air from the ledge. What
How
a
is he
rare
facing
option.
the other way?
Because he ran off the ledge first. That was
Oh.
so smart. You don't expect someone to get back on there at all with that move, but because of the delayed timing from the up air, he catches and he manages to steal out the set. 3-2 with a 2 stock at the end, nonetheless.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, like I was saying, I was like, whoa, is M4E gonna be able to bring this back? Just like dominant. Not even a sweat broken. Not even a step lost. Just beautiful, sitting pretty, looking amazing. M4E, what a statement to be walking into the rest of this top 8. And because there's no like because that like we're waiting on like winners finals on the other stream. Any players who are sitting in watching this, because this is the only loser set happening right now, all the people sitting in watching this being like, oh damn, we need to be worried about this. Like you say, the Italian stallion showing that they got plenty more gas left in the tank. I can do this all day, baby. Captain Italy. Incredible.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately, Rob didn't have gas in the tank though to
Not quite.
continue. Unfortunately,
Fresh out.
Do you want to see how M4E goes up against another Saudi player in Ouija? Pyramithra player.
Not just another Saudi, bro. Another Italian Saudi. Being Italian is not going to do it anymore because that factor, that's even out now. We got 2 of them. Yeah, I'm not sure how much this matchup's been played. In general, Pyramithra versus Sephiroth is a really interesting matchup because it seems that Pyramithra dominate completely because Sephiroth obviously really tall, easy to hit an advantage, really easy neutral because you just break his zone with your infinite speed. And then he gets wing, and then you're dead somehow. And it doesn't really have an explanation. It's just kind of a thing that happens. It's an odd matchup where it seems like it goes so clearly in one side's favor, and then just that addition of a comeback mechanic sort of allows Sephiroth to claw it all the way back. His edge guarding gets better, his neutral gets better, his pressure gets better, and overall just the game plan gets more open, and I think gives Sephiroth a lot of liberty to bring that back.
No, you make a good point about like how that comeback factor in how they play, even given their weight of Sephiroth. And of course, and I feel like in this matchup, of course, you know, how volatile it's going to be. Ouija not having the best recovery with Pyramithra, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to how M4E has a really good recovery that can't really be intercepted too well, as well as being able to have like a good plank. But on the other hand, M4E's like with Sephiroth's quite light. Whereas if you go to Pyro, it's that little bit heavier and you're going to be susceptible to dying to Pyro percents, you know what I mean? I like to call it Pyro percent, so it's just that percent where that window where you could just explode, you know what I mean? Not just die, you explode.
Literally, like the kind of kills where, like, after the hit, you are on the screen for approximately 2 more frames, and then you have been removed from existence.
It's pretty disgusting as well, especially Pyro down air, because Sephiroth being the tall motherfucker that he is, Pyro down air, no matter how high you are up in the air, will often hit him through a platform, spike him, and it will lead into up smash. And because he's Sephiroth, and because he's not only tall, but they made him light, he dies so early to that confirm. I'm talking 50. I'm talking 60.
No,
I'm not even. That's not hyperbole. That's genuine.
That's not genuine. That's evil.
It's genuine evil.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I guess that's what he gets for burning down that village or whatever he did. I don't know. I haven't played Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you know what goes around comes around, isn't it?
Yeah, idiot. Gets burned by Pyro instead. Idiot. Gets mated. But here we go then. This will be the early goings. This will be the tough start that you guys were talking about dealing with Mithra. Just the speed, just the oppressive neutral that this character represents, and the devastating combo game. Oh my goodness, what? Just throws out the side B and gets straight back onto stage. I am mesmerized, but hey, it's working.
It was an interesting thing I noticed from Wage's play earlier. Very big, like, propagator of Mithra side B. Uses it to, like, jump back from ledge, uses it quite frequently in disadvantage, uses it to recover a bit more frequently than I expect to see. Yeah, he makes a lot more frequent use of the move, which can obviously mix up really nicely. Oh, that's death, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's,
I'm sure the chat knows too. Oh yeah.
That's, I told you, Pyramithra's winning, and then they're not.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it happens.
Both these two, yeah. The recovery is the most exploitable part. I mean, typically Sephiroth's recovery is exploitable by projectiles, though, like we've seen in the previous set. Maybe that that blazing end might come out sometimes. Oh,
I like the option.
He wanted that. He wanted that so bad.
And mixes up the DI there as well. I actually went for the back throw last time. Goes for the up throw this time to kind of mix up the DI, get that DI in so you can kind of combo off it. M4E always thinking, bro. Always thinking. But Pyro on the ledge. How do you think past that? Don't need too much brain power to know you're going to die soon. There it is right there. 170. Ow. You just go to the top of the blast zone. It's already on to the next one.
Straight up. It's kind of messed up, but there we go. Now we're back to good old Mithra. Away. I'm going to run at you, do whatever move I feel like, and it'll probably combo into something.
And not being able to get anything started at the moment. No combo, you know, just getting swatted all the way to the left side. Air dodges past the ledge.
Past ledge?
Oh, man.
That's incredibly tough. But yeah, another thing about Reggie, very early uses of a jump sometimes. And obviously he did have to air dodge there to avoid the up B hitbox. But even if he got it correct with the air dodge, I do wonder if he would have actually got caught out. In any case, this does put M4E 2 nice stocks above, and Reggie is getting those confirms now. He's got a nice 64%, and he's still juggling Sephiroth, and this win will come a little bit later because of the stock lead. But you really want to find the stock soon, because Sephiroth can put so much damage. Even without wing, this could be it.
Yeah, nearly getting the down air, just trying to, you know, poke through that ledge with that big hitbox, should I say. But still, okay, Ouija just throwing out a bit of options. I think too many in disadvantage, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he'll get hit, and he'll chuck a hitbox down because they're so big. But if M3 blocks it, he's got all the time in the world, you know what I mean, to kind of punish that.
Yeah. Nice little timing mix with the neutral B there, allows for a bit more pressure, allows for a bit more damage, and Ouija now looking for back airs. Really good move for getting the stock, it's quite safe, especially against Sephiroth, but he's not quite finding anything, and all these preemptive swings, I feel that he expects to be able to swing after, he's just getting caught out. M3's kind of learnt the timing, it feels like, and it's just playing around it really succinctly.
Avoiding the side B as well, not getting hit by the bigger part. Another big up smash.
Oh, the M4E special. Ooh. Seen it throughout the previous set. Just that gorgeous arc. Oh, sniped!
Really
way
nice
down there.
Doesn't quite lead to anything.
Just a lovely little forward off the ledge. Okay, all right, all right. Just because I called it the M4E special, you don't need to show off. We all know you're very good. Calm down.
I think you just wanted to kind of wait for the jump, but, you know, stayed in shield instead. Don't want to deal with any of that.
I mean, excellent patience for Ouija, who will now be looking
and this I'm talking about.
That advantage state.
Pyro percents.
Pyro percent. This is Pyro percent, by the way.
It definitely is Pyro percent.
We're in it right now. This could be
a sweet spot.
Jump down from ledge. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Was just dashing out the ledge. Sometimes because of how long Mithra dash is, it's actually quite the commitment, and he just get caught out early there.
Gets murdered by that back air, just gloriously close to the ground. God, I love these consistently excellently positioned back airs from M4E, just creating this, just like the modern day wall of pain. Just absolutely marvelously marvelous bit of positioning, up 1-0 and looking damn fine while doing it.
Indeed, really nicely played. I told you the way that Sephiroth wins this is with edge guards, with getting that wing, with putting on major damage, putting him off stage, and just getting those earlier kills. And so far, M4E's just done a phenomenal job of it. And that was ultimately what will lead to a lead.
Now it's a case of, like, you know, how does Ouija kind of respond to that first game, or like how the set's been going so far? Because I don't think they were like truly down and out, right? They had like opportunities to kind of like, you know, take advantage, but it's just the recovery, man. Like you make a couple of mistakes, that's a couple of stocks. That's what it seems to be. And even when he gets the M4E and these pyro percents, not really taking advantage as he could.
Yeah, the thing is, when he's hitting Pyro percent is when Sephiroth's got wing, and usually it's absolutely fine to play Pyro into Sephiroth because roughly similar speeds and similar timing for the hitboxes. When he's got wing, he's got way more movement to mix up, which does allow him to like pilot around Pyro's hitboxes a little bit better and wait for her a little bit better. And when she does swing too aggressively, punish her harder, which she's doing right now as well. Another down air. We've seen a few attempts at these, and if one does find their mark, be certain that will be the stock.
There we go, just trying to box with that F tilt, but God, there's just the sheer speed of Mithra. Zone breaking really nicely. Oh, that landing there though. Hold on.
Jump.
Oh, facing the wrong way. Ah, no! misspaced the up smash, gets
He
a
lived.
charge F smash, but somehow lives it because it was, I mean, I guess all the way across the stage. Still though, oh my goodness, that was
I am
Easy-eyed all the way to the corner, and again, he really wants that jump. He's trying to call out jumps from Ouija, but it doesn't. Ouija's not giving it to him, and I really respect that. Trying to go for the neutral B, spaces it, so he's a little bit safe. Tries to get the grab, forward throw, and he always sets up the side B on the ledge. I don't know if what he wants, but I feel like M3's kind of getting used to the timing of that. Until now, never mind.
Yeah, finally got caught out. Had to go to the ledge at that timing, unfortunately. And that Nair doesn't quite find it. He's going to look for an edge guard, and the fair will do it. It's so hard to get past Sephiroth at that point because he's just so quick at following you. And now Ouija needs to get rid of a stock off a wing Sephiroth, which he does because M3 commits from the side of the stage.
I know that Ouija is like a Pyramithra player, but he is so shameless with that down there. Like, he doesn't hide it at all. He wants it.
That's how it should be.
And I get it. No, I fully get it. The reward is insane, but he's getting killed a lot of it because he really wants that jump, and that's why M4 is going for these up smashes because he sees it. He wants you to jump more.
That's a really big starter. Catching that tech in place. This could be the start of something special. Oh, the footstool trying to get fancy with it. Footstool delay fastball neutral air. Trying to get fancy. But, oh, I love the movement. Still though, wait. Ouija forcing themselves out the corner. With the blazing end. Switching back, switching forth. Not quite sure where to go!
Yeah.
There it is, baby.
Too tall, too light, 100%, you're dead. And that up smash is not going to quite kill as well as Pyra's, but that back air certainly will. Really nice catch from MP, manages to even up the stocks immediately after taking a very early loss to his own.
It's that precision again. It's just just the awareness. Oh, catching that edge as well. Thinking about it.
To roll in. I get him for he's thinking. I see what he was going for, but just I think a little bit too preemptive, and that seems to be the case with him. Like he goes for reads that he sees. Do you know what I mean? He's not really reactionary. He plays off reads, and he's not really kind of helping him on Wi-Fi, I feel.
Yeah, bro, I saw him just down throw and then walk. That's crazy.
Ooh, the roll in, getting cooked. Switching over to the Pyra.
Yeah, I tried to get the jab out of the parry, just not enough.
Down.
Okay, we got. Tried to get it down there. On the read.
Not taking that is incredibly dangerous, by the way, because that can lead to jab locks sometimes, and at least gives Pyra more time to find the down air extension that she so definitely wants from that setup.
Oh, no.
Gets sniped a little bit.
Gets caught, but that gives him wing.
And that's been put on ledge. Gets off really nicely with a roll. Ouija has been, I feel, very aggressive with the ledge. I don't know if you two would agree.
Yeah, for sure. Ouija coming off the ledge and attacking the ledge is so damn aggressive. He's always pressing a button, and I get it, because he's always Pyra when he comes off the ledge, because he wants a strong hitbox to kind of fend M4E off. The thing is, M4E can be so slow sometimes. Doesn't even need to, he can space around it, and that's what's kind of costing Ouija some of these stocks.
Look at this back air pressure. It's so hard to get past. And the only way where she could do anything there was to switch to the other Aegis and hopefully get past with the invincibility. But even then, it's not a pretty situation. That just is the matchup at the end of the day. You have to be wary of that back end. I do wonder if perhaps these later percents, because I believe that was like around a 120, Wage used to be switching to Mithra instead, where she might be able to zone break the back airs and could actually go for stuff like up smashes that should be killing around those percents.
Certainly.
We will be running it straight back to Hollow Bastion immediately. So clearly, Wagey doesn't think that the stage is the problem, but perhaps the playstyle.
Yes, no. Ouija on the verge, potentially looking at being eliminated already, and M4E potentially eyeing up that is it losers final or that losers final set against that losers semi-final set against Super Striker, I should say. Ooh, that down air, but hang on, no, counted. Oh, surely not. Are you just dead?
He jumped.
Oh no, not like this.
Even if he had side B'd, it would have just been another counter. It's tough. It's tough. You're not allowed to make those little mistakes as Pyro and Mithra, especially against a player as great as M4E. And as a result, M4E gets another big lead.
Yeah, it just feels like M4E is just able to start these games with just the stock lead, and it's so calming. You know what I mean? You got so much time to work with. You can try out some new stuff, be a little bit more aggressive than you want to be. And really just apply pressure. And look, we're gonna see and another aggressive option from Ouija. He really wants to get something started, and that can kind of be costly, in coming back in this game.
Yeah. Even the Nairs now that are usually pretty safe from Mythra are getting called out.
Oh my
and M4E's
God.
fighting every single read. Everything's turning up him because he's just getting so many good reactions. He's just reacting at this point to the way that Ouija's coming in aggressively, as you've said, Fabs.
Yeah.
The jump held on. Hello.
He wanted that upbeat clip, just whiffed it and died for it. You know, really good on Ouija to kind of recognize that. Okay, how's he land though?
Goes to ledge, really smart. However, every single time he goes to ledge, he just gets pressure further. Does get out over the neutral beam. Really nice punish, 40% as well. That's a sizable amount.
He's in pirate percent.
I think we're in pirate percent.
Yeah, we're in pirate
maybe he
percent.
is.
Pirate
Oh,
percent.
love that. Oh, just shamelessly, like you said, just I love someone who
Oh,
wears
that's-
their win condition on their sleeve like that, but their
Yeah.
sleeve getting torn off and
Yeah.
kind of
Just
running out of time and
It's
opportunity.
kind of similar to Super Striker, where they don't hide their game plan. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. By the way, I know you know what I'm gonna do, but like, it's up to you. Can you avoid it or not?
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's rewarding enough and it's safe. Like there's good reason to go for it. But what's not safe is Ouija like doing these double jump swings from the ledge that are so committal, especially if you're on Pyra. And M4E's just having a field day reacting to them, taking them apart. At the end of the day, I feel like I think you put it correctly, Fabs. There's got to be a bit more patience to this disadvantage because the advantage looks good. The way he's keeping M4E at ledge right now looks great. The neutral looks good, but the disadvantage is getting blown up for.
The low angle of that forward throw potentially causing a problem, but Luigi just hanging out the right
Okay,
space.
cross up.
Oh no. Now you're trapped on the middle platform. That's not where you want to be. Oh,
crap.
air dodge in.
You've got
one
jump.
chance to make it back.
Oh.
Okay, oh, thank goodness they made it back to the ledge.
I'm not sure if that was an intentional or that being mixed up because he reversed it, he wasn't able to snap ledge. However, Ouija was clinging onto life.
There
Isn't
is
doing
just
so anymore.
nowhere to go. Like, there's
It's tough.
nowhere.
It's so
There's
tough.
nowhere to go when M4E is literally going back and forth.
He controls so much space with those short hop back airs with wing. You can't know when they'll come out. You can't know where they'll come out. You can't even know how they'll come out, really.
Oh dear. I mean, and even if you know, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes you just your hands go a little bit earlier. The desperation takes a hold, and you go down 3-0 to M4E for a incredibly respectful, mind you, 5th place.
Oh, absolutely.
Still, you gotta to make it this far into a bracket. You've gotta have hunger. So it doesn't matter how far short you fall. If you fall short at all, then it stinks.
I will point out now. I feel like that's a good time. The set count for these two players was 5-2. The last 4 sets won by M4E. One of them with DK. He clearly there's been a fair bit of experience in this
That's
matchup,
foul.
and clearly,
Red card.
yeah. Although the last 2 sets were 3-2, this was a stomp in comparison, but it is to be expected that Wi-Fi can change up some elements. Both these characters are relatively precise, but Sephiroth's sword is a bit bigger. Back air can be a bit more ignorant when you got wing, so that certainly helps out a little bit. But ultimately, I feel like it was just really cleanly played. It was excellent recognition of the matchup, really nicely pulled apart edge guards, and then when he didn't have to edge guard, when he was ledge trapping, back air, F tilt grabs sometimes. He was mixing up the timings, mixing up the options well enough that Wager just never really caught on to his pace or to the options that he'd be choosing.
So just to say now, if you guys didn't know, that was the last set on the English stream. The rest of top 4, I believe, will be played out on the eBay stream. Go follow that, guys, if you're not already for some silly reason. It's Shay_eBay, CHEZ_IB on Twitch TV. Guys, thanks for joining. 2 new faces as well, by the way. Galaxy and Swan, first 2
Yeah,
times.
it's been a joy, bro.
Hope you guys enjoyed, of course. Well, the next time will be the Thursday before Icarus, so a lot of people might not be here.
Yeah, hopefully. We were asking people earlier.
Yeah.
New faces, please apply.
Yeah, if anyone in the English chat is still here and you want to apply, please apply. You know, it's good to get new faces. Of course, hope you guys enjoyed the commentary as well. And we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Thanks so much for coming, everyone. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you so much. My Twitter is @Zanati_D, by the way. Go follow it.
Go follow. I'm
Bye.
personally a big fan.
Good.
I don't know. I'm
am.
good. How about
We're
you?
still on.
No,
like,
sorry guys. I will read Chez eBay. It's okay?
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course. We got to get the raid. Oh, and the raid is
So
happening.
let me just input the command, and it's okay.
Cool. That's cool.
All right. Okay. All right. Yes, I see on the thing. We're done.
Yeah,
now.
we're good. We're good.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys for
Yay.
today. Thank you. I'm gonna add everyone, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you for having us. It was really fun.
Thank
It
you
was
very
it was a
much.
pleasure to hear all of you, for real. I like your cast of all, so thank you for all.
Thank
Yay.
you very much.
Merci
Thank
beaucoup.
Mais ce n'est rien.
Let's go.